Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys back in here once again tonight. What a game that was yesterday to start off the Western Conference Finals. And now on to game number 1 tonight of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming off a 7-game series, winning against the Pistons on Sunday, with one full day of rest in between, taking on the New York Knicks tonight at MSG New York, with over a week of rest to prepare for this matchup, coming off the sweep victory in round number 2 against Philadelphia. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys on board tonight on the channel for this one. Rydog, Daniel, Hatzel, Ricardo, thanks for joining in tonight on the stream. Cavs come in 8-6 in the playoffs. They won in both their rounds in game 7 games each. It took them to 4-3. And both the first round and the second round, winning against Toronto, winning against Detroit, coming off a game where he smashed Detroit in the game 7 on the road, 125-94. They were winless in road games to start off the playoffs. They started off at 0-5 in the playoffs on the road, and then they've won the previous 2 games on the road for them. So last 2 games they won on the road, game 5 and game 7 at Detroit. The Knicks, they look like a complete machine recently. They started off slow. They lost both games by 1 possession in the first round to the Hawks. They trailed 1-2 in the series against Atlanta, and then after that, they have been on fire. They've won 7 straight games since April 25th, haven't lost in almost a month, and they're 4-1 in their whole floor. The only loss came by 1 against the Hawks in game 2 of the series, 107-106, 1 month ago on April 20th. What's good, Jay Ramirez? Welcome in. Yeah, I think it depends on like competition for the streams and stuff. There's like a bunch more people that started streaming recently compared to like 2020, 2021. So with a big influx in like new streamers and stuff like that, it kind of like balanced out the numbers from the streams from yesterday. But yeah, that was, what an incredible game. I think like hands down that had to be like the best game I've ever covered all time on the channel last night. Like Victor Wembanyama, just unbelievable. Like I went to bed yesterday just in complete awe with what Wemby was doing, and then I woke up and said to myself last night, I was like, man, Victor Wembanyama is the best player in the world right now. SGA won the MVP, and usually this MVP award recently has gone to the team that has the best player, which SGA, no knock on him, has had an MVP season once again for the back-to-back MVP. But Victor Wembanyama, what he did last night, like, if he's healthy and he keeps on doing that, like, no wonder why there were comparisons coming out of the draft for him to be touted as the next big thing after LeBron taking over the NBA. I mean, if Wemby stays healthy, we're talking about this guy to like 2040 and beyond. If he stays healthy, with like breaking records, block records, and just an absolute machine last night. Just insane. Like, he is going to go for multiple championships for Wemby. Just insane if he stays healthy and keeps up what he did last night. Up all night. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate here for finding my stream. Glad to have you back on the channel. Knicks 8-2 in the playoffs. Cavs 8-6. Knicks have been crushing the competition. 7 wins out of their 8 by double digits for New York. They have really found their groove for them. They won in 6 against Atlanta in their first series. They were down 1-2, and they had both of their losses were by 1 possession against the Hawks. And then they swept Philadelphia in 4. They've won 7 straight games. They look really good right now for New York. New York they led the season series in the regular season 2-1 against Cleveland. So these two teams have met 3 times, and the home team has won every single game. Yeah, what is interesting about this playoff, somebody posted it yesterday, is that the NBA had the script basically on Christmas Day. So San Antonio, OKC, they played on Christmas Day, and the Cavs against the Knicks, they played on Christmas Day. Cavs against Knicks also played on opening night. So New York won Game 1, opening night, October 22nd, 119-111. New York took Game 2 on Christmas Day, 126-124. And then Cleveland took Game 3, 109-94. And that was on February 24th. So a lot has changed since that time, especially for the Cavs. They traded away Darius Garland at the trade deadline. They got James Harden, and Cleveland won their last game against New York by 15. New York took the first 2 games. The home team won every single game in the regular season for those 2 teams. Yeah, just incredible what the Spurs did last night. They turned it over 23 times. They still won yesterday. And yeah, usually turnovers cost you the game. I think OKC is in deep trouble, especially if they lose Game 2. I don't know how they're going to make a comeback, because after that, it's on the road at San Antonio for 3-4. Thunder went 1 and right now the Thunder this season are 1-5, including the playoffs against San Antonio. Just I was stunned yesterday, late in the game, the decisions that were made to have Alex Caruso or Jalen Williams take on Wembenyama. I mean, Wemby is a full foot taller than those guys. Chet Holmgren needs to be that dude that goes out and defends Wemby and puts together stops. That he's the only guy that has the chance to make things much more difficult for Wemby. Stopping Wemby, it's basically impossible, but based on players that have the best chance to stop Wemby throughout the entire league, Chet Holmgren right up there at the top. And what in the world was going on? He was not defending Wemby on multiple possessions, especially late in the game. Caruso was put on a mismatch on an island, taking on Wemby. It's just unfair. Just too easy for Wemby. You got to get Chet Holmgren out there to defend Wemby and make it much more of a matchup. Yeah, that was an incredible game last night. I think the toughest part for me was sitting down for 3.5 hours, because I'm used to sitting on the stream for 2.5 or 2:55 or 3. So yeah, the extra 30 minutes or so with a double overtime, plus the level of the game that was played, it that game, that was Game 1 of the conference finals. That felt like Game 7 of the NBA finals a month from now. That's what it felt like yesterday. Just insane. If that was Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, imagine what Game 7 of the conference finals, if there is one, is going to be like. Just crazy. Yeah, right after the stream, I had to basically stand up and just gather myself and walk around, because it's tough sitting for 3.5+ hours. Yeah, that was and then after that, I uploaded my highlight clips and then went right to bed. After that, it took a little bit to ease into bed last night, because the game was just, man, it was insane yesterday. I'm going to go for the Knicks in this one today. They are well rested. OG Anunoby's playing tonight. I really hope that this is going to be a great series. Cavs come in with just 1 day of rest, which was yesterday. Knicks are playing out of their minds right now. Really playing out of their minds. Yeah, once I get my new house, I'm hoping to get like a desk that I can have that it can either be adjusted so I can stand or like a sitting table, so some sort of adjustable table. One of my friends has that. He showed me that this past winter. Yeah, the space that they operate is very small, so I have a desk that I operate here, but I'm constantly moving it after games. So it's like lightweight to move. I have to move it back to the spot. Vegas, what's good? Welcome in, brother. Yeah, I would not mind seeing the Cavs in the finals, especially a fun player like Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland had the scoring punch in the regular season. So what's interesting is the Cavs outshot the Knicks 49% by Cleveland. The Knicks were 41%. And then the Cavs shot the ball pretty well from three, 42% from three. The Knicks shot at 33%. But in this playoffs, the Knicks have been going off. They are the top offense in field goal shooting percentage. They're shooting the cover off the ball, 52% from the floor, 41% from three. Tsunami Poppy, thanks so much for the dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the stream for Tsunami Poppy. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. You the legend on the channel. Wow, since the bubble. Thanks so much for supporting, representing since the bubble. That's awesome. Big W right there for Tsunami Poppy. Legend on the stream. Knicks had the rebound advantage 143 to 129 in the regular season, plus 8 in the offensive glass, 38 to 30. And I think it's going to come down to the turnover battle in this series. Cleveland had their best game in the game 7 against Detroit, 13 turnovers. They were really struggling in that series with turnovers, averaging like 19 and a half in the first 6 games of the series. James Harden has to take care of the basketball and do a much better job throughout this entire series to protect the ball and not turn it over. I think that's going to be a big key in this series because the Knicks had 7 fewer turnovers in the 3 regular season matchups against Cleveland. And then the game that the Knicks won by 2 on Christmas, the Knicks scored 28 points off of Cleveland turnovers. It was 28 to 14 in the Christmas Day victory by 2 by the Knicks, 126-124 off points off turnovers. Another dono by Tsunami Poppy, absolute legend in the stream. Let's get that dono hype again for Tsunami Poppy. Wow, you the man. Really appreciate it. Knicks also able to cash in fast break points, plus 19 throughout the 3-game series. They were plus 20 on opening night, 42 to 22. It's been a long time, though, since opening night on October 22nd. Oh, wow. So Cleveland was the more efficient team, but New York in the regular season, they were the better team, taking care of the basketball, thriving upon points off turnovers, winning the battle on the glass. And then the other keys I looked into was the points in the paint margin and bench scoring, but those were even all around in the 3-game series. Yeah, Miles McBride, he had a huge game in the Game 4 win over Philadelphia. Could be an X factor in this series for McBride. I think a big matchup to watch throughout this entire series is going to be Evan Mobley against Cat. Evan Mobley struggled in the regular season against the Knicks, averaged around 13 points per game. And the Cat, once we get deeper into the playoffs, he has struggled in games where the lights are bright. So for Cat, he was super efficient against the Sixers, but didn't play as many minutes that he had hoped for due to deep foul trouble. And if the Cavs can put Cat into deep foul trouble, that could change the course of the series. Cleveland, one thing that was working for them in the series against Detroit, that was getting to the free throw line a ton. They had a couple of games late in that series where they were attempting like 30-plus free throws. Detroit committed more fouls than anybody in the playoffs and anybody throughout the entire regular season with all 30 teams in the NBA. But if Cleveland can draw fouls, get the Knicks deep into foul trouble, especially their starters, then they're going to have to dare the bench to come in and put together stops. And especially if it's a front court guy like Karl-Anthony Towns who's in deep foul trouble early on, then they get the double big lineup, Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley. They can start to take over the game. Yeah, Jarrett Allen's been really good, like late stretch of the series matchups in the playoffs. Knicks have been an offensive machine, but yeah, the question is Philadelphia. Like it looked like they were completely cooked in playing the Celtics all the way through 7. That they just did not show up for the Knicks series. So this is going to be one heck of a fight here, because basically it was 3 guys for Philly: Embiid, George, and Maxey, and then not really much out of the other guys. Whereas you got 5v5 for starters, and then after that, the bench. These two teams basically on paper pretty even with one another. This should be a fantastic battle in this series. I think turnovers could be a big key in the series, and the Cavs need to settle down with the basketball and limit the turnovers if they take this series. Mark Anthony, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, that was incredible. I think hands down the best ever stream that they ever did covering a game before. Like, that was insane. Double overtime, Victor Wembanyama, a 40-20 game. Just insane. Yeah, usually I upload all those shorts clips, like with like descriptions in the background. I was so excited to upload all those Wemby clips that I just like put the title, uploaded it, and then right afterwards got to the description after it uploaded. Jeff on the stream, welcome in. He's got the Cavs tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win. Cavs or Knicks, tipping off in a couple minutes from now. And yeah, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Couple minutes away from tipping off. Dean Wade, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. The starting 5 tonight for Cleveland's OG Anunoby. He is good to go inside the starting 5 tonight for the Knicks. Tested out his hamstring in the pregame and got cleared by the medical staff. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Cat. The starting 5 for New York. Knicks come in 6.5-point favorites on the line tonight. Cavs are going to pride themselves about efficiency. That's what they like to do, is able to get into a groove, knock down their shots. They do struggle with physicality for Cleveland. They do struggle with scrappy defense for them as well. Whereas the Knicks, they have skyrocketed offensively, put it up 144 points in the Game 4 closeout win over the Sixers. They were red hot from 3, 25 for 44, 57% from 3. I believe they made their first 9 3-point shot attempts in the opening quarter of Game 4. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot for Evan Mobley. Yeah, he's had a tough time, especially first half of these games, defensively down low for him. I think a lot's going to hinge on foul trouble, too. If Mobley can put Cat in the foul trouble, then the Cavs going to be in much better hands. But if Cat goes out, torches Mobley, and just drops down buckets, plays a pretty clean game, then it could be a tough night for Cleveland. What's good, Mario? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Marcus, welcome back in, brother. Mario going with the Knicks. Marcus taking the Cavs tonight in this one. Virgilio liking Cat here on the Knicks tonight. Yeah, a lot has changed from last year for the Knicks. No more Tibbs as a head coach. Mike Brown comes in, doesn't run these guys to the ground, balances out the minutes. They get an X factor off the bench with Miles McBride. Only Knicks head coach to lead the team to the conference finals and the first season with the team for head coach Mike Brown. Yeah, he used to be with Sacramento a couple years back, and it was just unfortunate how it all went down. Like, a lot of those players checked out. They wanted to get out of Sacramento, go elsewhere. That's too bad. Sacramento was the top offense in the league 3 years ago, the number 3 seed in 2023 in the Western Conference, then got eliminated to Golden State in the first round of the playoffs in 2023. And then after that, they started off disastrous in 2024 and then got fired from Sacramento, found new life here in New York. The highest, best seed remaining in the Eastern Conference, the number 3 seed hosting the number 4 tonight. Cavs have won 2 straight Game 7s. This is their 11th game in 21 days for Cleveland. Been a gauntlet of a schedule, whereas the Knicks haven't played in 9 days since they won in the closeout Game 4 over Philadelphia on May 10th. Cavs tonight, black jerseys, gold numbers, gold letters. Knicks with the white jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters, blue outline. Jalen Brunson going up against Donovan Mitchell. Grab the popcorn. Eastern Conference Finals about to start. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. OG Anunoby back inside the starting 5 tonight for New York. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns starting lineup for the Knicks going up against the Cavs starters. James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. Cavs going right to left on the floor. Knicks going left to right. Allen and Cat at midcourt. Goes up for the opening tip. As the ball's tipped up, goes backwards right to the Knicks, and we are underway. Getting started tonight as Brunson crosses the timeline. Opening possession for New York. Jalen Brunson. Bounce pass into the hands to Cat. Cat takes on Mobley, top of the free throw circle. Cat looking for an open teammate, top of the free throw circle as Brunson having a tough time getting open, finds OG. 2 in the shot clock, has to launch. He does. Step back 3, off the rim, no good. A rebound, secure by Mobley. Knicks stuck offensively off the opening possession. First possession of the night for Cleveland. Expect some rust for New York. They haven't played in 9 days. James Harden at the top, fires a bullet down low. Allen blew the layup. Offensive rebound goes to Dean Wade. Dribbles back out to the perimeter. Harden, dribble, drive, a runner inside the key. Gets to the go. Off the tier. Dropped by James Harden. James Harden started off the series with the first basket tonight to begin the Eastern Conference Finals. Possession number 2 now for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, baseline dribble, bounce pass on the outside. Cat up fake, working on Mobley. Cat takes the 3. That's an air ball as the Cavs come away with the basketball. 2 poor possessions for New York. Looks like they're stuck in molasses, moving so much slower than Cleveland. Mobley goes up to the rim and draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. It's on Mikal Bridges, who picks up the personal. Yeah, I saw that. Jason Kidd got fired last hour by the Mavs. Drew, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. The Knicks just look like they're just super slow right now. Like, you could put my tortoise on the floor with Mr. Thompson, he'd be able to keep up with how the Knicks are playing so far. First free throw missed by Mobley. They missed a plethora of free throws in the last game in the closeout Game 7 win over Detroit. It didn't matter. Did not matter whatsoever. Bradley, welcome back in, brother. Cavs look so much faster in the opening minute than the Knicks so far. Second free throw is good, which is stunning because Cavs have played a bunch of games for them in 21 days. This is their 15th game in a 21-day span for them. Or 15 games in basically a month for them. I think it's 10 games in the 21-day span for them. They had in the graphic on the screen. Brunson, straightaway 3, off the back rim, no good. A rebound goes to Mitchell. Cavs with possession. James Harden has the lone field goal so far. Bounce pass behind his back. Mobley takes the open three, bricked off the back rim. Rebound secured by Bridges. Knicks up the floor. Brunson. Bounce pass corner. Cat into the hands to Bridges. Runner. He scores it. Knicks are on the board. First 2 minutes of action. Donovan Mitchell. Edge of the midcourt logo. And it's going to be a turnover. Charge to Mitchell. They put him with some ball pressure by Josh Hart at midcourt. Mitchell. Yeah, that's a half-court violation. Had 1 foot behind the back-court line as he tried to maintain possession. So turnover charge to Mitchell. First turnover of the night. That's going to be the big story of this series if the Cavs can limit the turnovers. Jalen Brunson at the top of the key, working on Mobley. Brunson dribbles up inside. Spin cycle. Brunson, no good. Tried to scoop it, but he missed it. Rebound went to Wade. Cavs with possession. Knicks just 1 for 5 shooting for the top offense in the entire playoffs through 2 series matchups. Wade rolling down finds Mitchell. Up fake Mitchell. Steps into a 3. A straightaway splash. It is drilled by Spido Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell on the board. A first made triple in the night going to Cleveland. First conference finals for James Harden since 2018. Cat at the elbow. Working on Mobley. Backs his way inside the low block. Cat bobbled it. Cat maintains it out to the corner. Into the hands to Bridges. Bridges drives into Harden. Bridges outside finds Hart. Hart tees up the 3. And it's going to be a reach and follow charge to James Harden. So the clock will stop with 8:56. Brunson, the inbound passer. Inbound goes to Hart. Back outside into the hands to Cat. Cat defended by Mobley. Dribbles up. Lost it. Turnover. Mitchell up the floor off the steal. Mitchell attacking the rim. And he scores. And up in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Mitchell. 2 points right there off the turnover by Cat. Bridges, tough jumper to elbow. Nothing going on offensively for the Knicks. Battle for the rebound. Deflected out of bounds. Went off of Cleveland's. It's going to stay Knicks ball. Looks like it was a mutual decision. So Dallas let go of Jason Kidd today. Runners good by Brunson. Yeah, Kidd still had 4 years, $40 million remaining on his contract. And the jumper goes right back for Cleveland. 10-4 right now for the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell able to make the layup. Hart at the wing. Hand off the Bridges. Lobs over to Cat, top of the key. Cat's defended by Mobley, 101. Cat just standing with the basketball constantly. Finds Hart. Jumper at the wing. Off the back rim, no good. Knicks are stone cold from the perimeter. Rebound goes to Harden. Up the floor, Mitchell. Mitchell working on Brunson, 101. Slides it off to Mobley. Hand off Mitchell towards his left pocket pass. Mobley broke it up, though, by Brunson. Mobley got it back. Mobley off the crossover. 10 in the timer. Kick out corner. Broke it up by OG. It's going to stay Cavs ball. 7:29 left to go. Active defense here between these two teams. A lot of deflections in the early going. Michael, welcome in. He's going for the Cavs tonight in this one. Yeah, it looks like the ownership wants a new head coach in Dallas. So they're under a new owner, and he wants a different head coach. Jumper, Mitchell, off the back rim, no good. Missed the 3. Rebound secured by Bridges. Both teams having a tough time making shots in the early going. Cat fires it off to the corner. Hart backs his way at the mid-block. Josh Hart, bounce pass outside Cat. Cat not aggressive so far, taking a lot of dribbles instead of taking jumpers with some open space. Hart, corner 3, skidded off the rim. A rebound secured by Harden. New York is just all over the place. So indecisive in the first 5+ minutes of action. Harden, no good. Missed the layup. Rebound goes to Cats. Knicks just locked down offensively. Can't get anything going. OG up fake. Baseline dribble. Working on Wade. Spin cycle. And stripped out of bounds. It's going to stay Knicks ball. 4 points. Almost midway into the opening quarter. For a team that was red hot 9 days ago. Putting up 144 in the closeout game against Philadelphia. Cavs defense on point. Bringing the energy. Bringing the physicality. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. 6:42 left to go the first timeout of the night. And right now, a low-score game to begin tonight. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, so we go into the first timeout tonight. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Donovan Mitchell, best player scoring-wise in the 3-game regular season series against the Knicks, averaged 32.5 points per game. Brunson led the Knicks, averaging 23 in the 3-game regular season series against Cleveland. And right now, Spida Mitchell popping off 7 points on 3 for 4 shooting, determined to make his first ever NBA Finals. Right now, he's in his first ever conference finals in his 9th year in the league. Really good start right now for the Cavs. Like, this would go a long way. If Cleveland's able to sustain this and win this game tonight, this would go a long way because they started off the playoffs. They couldn't win a road game to save their lives. And now they've won back-to-back games on the road. Mitchell looking really good right now. 7 points in 5 minutes to begin. Yeah, I think it was Jalen Brunson who had the best odds in the East this year. So Jalen Brunson was ahead of Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham for MVP odds. It takes a while for Jalen Brunson to get going, so we're just getting started. He's just so clutch. I don't know what in the world Cat's doing right now. Like, he is costing his team. He is standing with the basketball, just trying to find an open teammate. Like, way too long for Cat. We get back to action. Brunson with possession. Lobs it over to Cat, working on Max Strus 101. For the shot clock. Cat dribbles up inside the key. Skies up. Huge rejection by Jared Allen. Soaring up with a block. Cavs with possession. Harden slides it off to the wing, back into the hands to Harden from Wade. Cross-court connects with Merrill. To the corner, Max Strus fires a 3, missed off the mark, no good. A rebound, secured by Hart. Physical lockdown defensive game so far tonight. Brunson at the wing. As we approach the 6-minute mark left to go in the opening quarter, the Knicks struggling, just 3 for 12 from the floor. Brunson buries the J. Right on cue. That is 3 for 12 right now. Previous, they were 2 for 11 before that make. 4-point game. Dean Wade, a corner three, missed off the mark. A rebound, ripped away by Allen off the offensive glass. Powers his way, working on Cat. No good off the mark. Rebound, secured by OG for New York. Spin cycle hard, attacks the rag. Soars up and scores with a right-hand layup. 2-point game right now. Josh Hart full cyclone mode right past the Cavs defense with a head full of steam to the rim. A Wade push pass to the corner. Sam Merrill. Torres left off the dribble. Circles around at the low block. Outside into the hands to Strus. Finds Harden at the wing. 5 the timer. Working on Bridges for James Harden. Harden dribbles up. Harden inside. Harden runner. Teardrop. No good. A battle for the rebound. And Dean Wade controls the offensive board. Merrill. His three missed off the rim and out. And a loose ball foul charged the Cats. First personal foul tonight charged the Towns, battling with Allen on the glass. Yeah, I think right now this style favors more of the Knicks coming back from the timeout because Cleveland shot 49% from the floor against New York this season. The Cavs pride themselves upon efficiency, and they've had the looks from three. They cannot make anything. 4 for 13 by Cleveland, 1 for 6 from three. The only three made in this game was by Mitchell. Both teams combining to shoot 1 for 11 from the perimeter. And the Knicks are 0 for 5 from 3, just 4 for 13 from the floor. As Miles McBride will check into the game, but the Knicks are rusty. They haven't played basketball in 9 days. So this is expected out of New York right now. Cleveland's coming off just 1 full day of rest, playing back-to-back series matchups in Game 7s. Inbound goes to Harden. Harden, far side corner, approaching 5 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Harden, a lot of dribbling outside Strus. Strus dribbles up, kick out corner three. Schroeder gets the triple. Dennis Schroeder, that's positive points right there off the benches. He is on the board. A 5-point advantage for the Cavs. Mikal Bridges on the floor alongside Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, and the Cats. Brunson working on Schroeder, dribbles up to the elbow. Brunson, turnaround jumper, deep two, off the rim, no good. Drew the shooting foul. And 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Brunson. Yeah, Brunson's just going to slow down the style and the pace to make it his own game. Yeah, it seems like the owner, it's reported as ESPN reports it as a mutual decision, but he still had another 4 years in his contract. I'm going to dig into a couple more articles and see if they title it by fired for Jason Kidd for him. Part ways. Yeah, New York Post titles it Mavericks fire Jason Kidd as massive organizational changes continue. USA Today puts out mutually agree to part ways. So basically, like being told to step down by ownership. That's basically what it is. Like ownership gave him the heads up that he needs to step down as a head coach, and they're making it seem like he didn't get fired because he had to get forced by ownership out. Stolen by the Knicks as they attacked the rack and scored a 2 off the steal. Mikal Bridges right to the rim, puts his team 1-1. 13-12 now. Cavs with possession. Schroeder at the top of the key. Ooh, almost missed the pass cross court. Luckily, Harden able to soar up like a wideout and maintain possession. Gets the way to Schroeder. Outside Strus. Strus towards his right. Bounce past Schroeder on top. Launches the jumper. In and out. A rebound goes to Robinson. Knicks with possession. And a very, very low game to begin tonight. Brunson dribbles up inside. Left-hand finish. Got the drop. Good for the layup by Jalen Brunson. 1-point advantage for the Knicks. After 9 days of rest, they are finally finding their rhythm as they have the lead. 3:46 left to go in the opening quarter. 14-13. Brunson, he's got 8 so far tonight as we head over to the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jalen Brunson getting going early on. And for a guy who usually scores the large bulk of his points in the second half after starting out games slow, this is a bad sign right now for the Cavs defense. 8 points in 8 minutes by Brunson, getting to the rim, playing his own style, 3 for 5 from the floor. 4 points by Mikal Bridges. He is 2 for 3 in the early going. Josh Hart with a 2. Cat yet to score. Cat's actually a minus on the floor, -3 tonight for Karl-Anthony Towns. On the other side, Donovan Mitchell leads the way, 7 points in 5 minutes, +6 in the court for Mitchell. Mobley is a +6 as well. He made a free throw. 1 point by Mobley in 5 minutes, +2 rebounds. And then a 3-point make off the bench by Schroeder. What's good, Jeffrey? Welcome back in. Ice Ice Baby, thanks for joining back in. Wow, this is totally different from yesterday's game. Yesterday, we had shots dropping left and right. And tonight, it's all about the defenses. Slow start between these two teams. The Knicks have the lead, and the Knicks have yet to make a shot from 3. 6 for 15 from the floor at 40% for New York. They are getting to the rim. 10 to 6 points in the 10 to 6 points in the paint for the Knicks right now. It's actually the Cavs who have the advantage on the glass, 10 to 6 currently in rebounds for Cleveland. Yeah, I saw that. So RJ Lewis played like 2 years ago at St. John's, and then he played for the Celtics G League team in Maine this past season, and then he decided that he wants to go back to college, committed to LSU to play for next season, and then he was denied that request. So now I think he's going to appeal. Yep, signed with Will Wade at LSU. That's crazy. He signed a 2-way contract in the NBA a year ago. That makes him ineligible to play college basketball. And Will Wade trying to get former St. John's star RJ Lewis to play at LSU. That's crazy. Yeah, there was a player from Alabama that was able to play some games this season. Bridges, steal and dunk, able to throw it down with a 2-handed flush. 8-zip run by the Knicks in the last minute and a half. It's going to be about turnovers. Cavs need to keep the ball out in front. Schroeder missed what should have been an easy runner. Rebound went to Robinson. Brunson up the floor, taking on Schroeder 101. Towards his right off the Robinson screen. Brunson jumper, 15-footer, connects on it. Jalen Brunson, the first player to get the double figures, up to 10. Just making it look easy on the floor right now for Brunson. At the top with Merrill. Shovel pass. Mobley had it bobbled, got it back. Luckily for him, and Evan Mobley commits the travel. Turnover by Cleveland. All of a sudden, the Knicks looking like the Knicks that they had been playing in the Philadelphia series. Right now, New York with all the momentum. Mikal Bridges dribbles up, lobs it up over the top. Mitchell Robinson able to shove it through with a humongous 2-hand alley-oop jam. 12-0 run by New York. In a 2-minute and 20-second span, Mobley to the corner, 3 by Merrill, missed off the back rim, a rebound secured by Bridges. Bridges past midcourt, surging, Bridges attacks, made the bad decision, got picked off by Strus with a steal. Schroeder. Some pressure in the backcourt, evades Jordan Clarkson, outside Strus, pull-up jumper, bricked off the back rim, offensive rebound, controlled by Mobley. Mitchell, pull-up from deep. Before that, a foul. Charged to New York away from the basketball. Not a good sign right now for Cleveland. Struggling to defend a roller off the pick-and-roll offense with Mitchell Robinson throwing down an alley-oop at the rim. Evan Mobley playing drop coverage. And then forgetting to cover Mitchell, forgetting to cover Mitchell Robinson. That is off the roll down. Knicks started off 2 for 11. Ever since they have found their groove, making 7 shots. Robinson controls the steal. They got numbers up the floor. 4 on 3. Clarkson kick. A corner 3. A Deuce McBride missed off the rim. Tipped around. And is saved in the offensive glass by Robinson. Excellent ball movement by New York. They will slow it down. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Miles McBride at the top of the key, working on Schroeder. Slides it off to the corner. Josh Hart one on the timer. Follow a jumper. Deep 2. Missed off the mark. A rebound goes to Mobley. Cavs in trouble. All of a sudden, Stone Cold just 5 for 18 shooting and a pass around the perimeter. Deflected by McBride. Broken up on the bounds. Off the Knicks. Dangerous possession there for Cleveland. And this Knicks team is swarming. They're doing it in a different way compared to Orlando and Detroit. It's not so much with physicality haunting the ball handler, but it's through deflections that they forced 4 turnovers so far tonight. Mitchell, corner 3, missed off the back rim, nothing hitting for Cleveland, shooting 5 for 19 from the floor. Hart finds Brunson. Brunson tees up the 3, left off the glass too long. McBride, offensive rebound. Off to Clarkson, lob down low, found the wrong player. Mitchell picks up the steal. Strus bobbled it. Strus far side, gets it away to Mobley. Off a safe possession, cross-court pass. Schroeder, wide open 3, brick the shot, looking like Russell Westbrook on the 3-point shot from the corner by Dennis Schroeder. Knicks have possession. They're going to slow it down. 1 minute left to go in the opening quarter. Jalen Brunson teed up the 3, missed off the glass. A rebound goes to Mitchell. Mitchell finds Merrill, attacks the paint, gets past Hart, right to the rim, score it, and 1. Free throw coming up at the line by Sam Merrill. That's a big possession there. Urgency, attacking the rim, able to slip right past Josh Hart off the dribble, drew the contact, gutted the drop, and the foul. Defenska, welcome in. Free throw is good by Merrill. That cuts the deficit down to 4. Knicks with possession. Josh Hart on top into the hands to Robinson. Mitchell Robinson towards his left, handoff Clarkson. Clarkson fires the 3, buries the triple. Right over his former teammates while at Utah, working on Donovan Mitchell. 7-point lead for the Knicks. That's the first made 3 of the game for New York. Just 1 for 9 for the perimeter. Coming off the bench with Jordan Clarkson. Schroeder on the outside finds Mitchell. Big minus so far in the game for Schroeder. Mitchell, jumper to elbow, skipped around the rim and out. The rebound goes to Hart. Knicks will slow it down. Shot clock turned off. Final possession at the end of the opening quarter. Jalen Brunson, edge of the mid-court logo. He's defended by Schroeder. Bounce pass Hart. Towards his left off the dribble. Hart, jumper, 15-footer. Buries the J. Plus the foul. Max Strus got Josh Hart. Are they going to count it or no? Right now it's 23-16 in the scorebook. Whole crowd just cheered and erupted for Josh Hart as he buried the jumper 15 feet away from Strus, and the referees, they rolled it off. Yeah, they rolled that off. They wiped away the bucket. They wiped away the bucket off the jumper that Josh Hart made and ruled that the foul occurred before the shot. So luckily for the Cavs, it should be a 9-point game, not a 7-point game. The Knicks will have to reset. 1.9 in the timer for this inbound for New York. Jordan Clarkson, far side front court. Inbound goes to Brunson. Brunson, jumper, launches at the buzzer, bricked off the back rim. And at the end of the opening quarter, New York, 23-16. In a defensive grind of a game right now. Jalen Brunson leading all scorers. 10 points by Brunson, 4 for 9 from the floor. 6 by Mikal Bridges. Jordan Clarkson a plus 10, burying a 3. Mitchell Robinson with an alley-oop slam. He's got 2 plus 3 rebounds. 2 points by Josh Hart with 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. On the other side, Donovan Mitchell leading the way. 7 points tonight by Mitchell with 2 steals. After that, 3 points each by Schroeder and Merrill. Merrill struggling, minus 13 on the floor. Max Strus, minus 13 in 7 minutes. And then Dennis Schroeder, a minus 9 in 5 minutes. First quarter through, a defensive rock fight as we're at the end of the opening quarter. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right now on the timeout here, about to begin the second quarter in a couple moments from now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good? Peace back on the stream. Welcome in. Liking the Knicks tonight in this one. Hit us up. Who you guys like to win? Cavs or Knicks? Type it in. Right now, the Cavs up in the poll, 56-44. Yeah, I believe so, Jeffrey. Yeah, there was a player this past season for college from Alabama that he came from the G League back to college basketball. Don't call the bricks right now. Really struggling to generate offense for Cleveland. 6 for 22 as a team. They're lucky that the Knicks are shooting just 1 for 10 from 3 because this game would be a blowout. Knicks took a while to find their rhythm, but they're starting to get that right now. Knicks lead points in the paint 14-8. Knicks are leading the shooting total 42% by New York, just 27% in the first quarter. Hey, what's good? Rod, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. We get back to action. Both teams shooting a combined 3 for 22 from the perimeter. Max Strus on the floor alongside Schroeder, Mobley, Dean Wade, and Donovan Mitchell. Mobley at the low block, taking on Cat, fires it outside. Schroeder, straight line dribble drive, stuck in the free throw circle. Off to Mobley, turnaround jumper, 17-footer, rattled out to rebound, secured by Hart. That's a tough possession there for Cleveland. Stepping into an open 3, Jose Alvarado bricked off the back rim, a rebound. Goes back to the Cavs. Alvarado, first time on the floor for him tonight alongside Clarkson, Hart, and Towns. And the layup is good by Mitchell. And McBride is the 5th player on the floor. Donovan Mitchell, he's got 9 tonight. keeping his team in it, trailing by 5. Cat at the left wing, working on Wade. Hand off to Clarkson. Burst the speed. Clarkson at the low block pivot, slides it on top. Alvarado outside Clarkson. He has the lone 3 made tonight for New York. Teeing up a 3 at the wing. Hart left it short. Battle for the rebound. And Cat couldn't save it off his fingertips out of bounds. It has been a grind of a game so far tonight. If you like defense, this is where it's at. Yesterday, it was all about the scoring. A double overtime game, a bunch of highlight reel plays. Tonight, it's been lockdown defense. Mobley takes the 3 over Cat. No good off the back rim. A rebound secured by Hart. Both of these teams making things much more difficult than it should be. Instead of shooting an open 3 when it first happens, they are waiting a couple of split seconds before launching. It is good inside by Jose Alvarado. 7-point advantage right now for the Knicks. Alvarado able to take it to the racks. Spin Mitchell off into the hands to Mobley. Dribbles, drive straight away. Mobley, kiss off the glass, scores. Up and it off the backboard. Big bucket right there. Cuts the deficit down to 5. Knicks with possession. Jose Alvarado at the top, slides it off the Hart, fires a bullet down low. Cat right past the defense, scores. Up and it off the window. Up by 7 once again for the Knicks. Schroeder gives it off to Strus, back of the outside into the hands to Schroeder, finds Mitchell, courses right around the perimeter. Spida Mitchell with 9, slides it cross court. Schroeder takes the 3, another 3 missed off the back rim, and they just got to stop with the 3-point shots because they are missing them left and right. Josh Hart up fake, spin cycle right over Schroeder to the cup, scores the layup. Dennis Schroeder is getting schooled tonight on both sides of the floor. Dennis Schroeder a -11 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Schroeder at the wing, sends it off to Mobley. Mobley working on Clarkson inside the key off the pivot. Mobley slips right past Cat to the cup and scores the left-hand layup. LD in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Artapio, welcome in. Like in, putting it out to the Dominican Republic out on the stream here. Yeah, Alvarado representing Puerto Rico. Josh Hart just scored again. 9-point advantage for the Knicks. And Schroeder keeps on breaking, missed a wide open layup. A rebound went to Cat. Dennis Schroeder is just all over the place right now. Cat at the top of the key, up fake. Now pops up over Schroeder on the 3. No good. Around the rim and out. To rebound goes to Mobley. Both of these teams going a while without a whistle. Mitchell dribbles up, bumped into and fouled. It's on McBride, who picks up the reach and foul. And now right on cue. That's the first whistle to begin the second quarter. Now we have substitutions. Mikal Bridges checks back in for the Knicks. Jarrett Allen, much needed reinforcements right now for Cleveland as he checks back in. Allen yet to score tonight, though. Keon Ellis is going to come in right now in this game. Keon Ellis has barely played in an entire playoffs. He only plays in garbage time. So, like, sheesh. Kenny Atkinson deciding to play Keon Ellis right now as he's got some guys that are a major minus on the floor. Harden, bullet pass, right corner 3, Dean Wade, a trifecta from the perimeter. Cuts the deficit down to 6. That is the third main 3 in the night now by the Cavs, just 3 for 15 from the perimeter. Landry Shamet, first time at the floor in this series for number 44. Alvarado, Rudder, cashes in the 2. Player stepping up off the bench tonight, Jose Alvarado. Up to now 4 points in 4 minutes. Dean Wade on the floor alongside Harden, who almost lost it. Keon Ellis. Jarrett Allen, Donovan Mitchell comes off the screen at the top of the key. Mitchell defended by Shamet. Spin cycle. Mitchell tied up with Alvarado. No, he's going to get it away. Almost forced the tie. Couldn't do so. Keon Ellis butterfingers as it goes out of bounds. That was a terrible possession by Cleveland. That possession right there gets nominated for the biggest out of the big U's of the 2026 NBA playoffs. Yikes. What in the world happened there? Looked like at first that Jose Alvarado was going to tie up Donovan Mitchell at the edge of the perimeter, and then Mitchell was able to get it away, and Keon Ellis was wide open in the corner. They had a push pass in the corner for a wide open Ellis, and Ellis mishandled it. He bobbled it, and it went off his hands, butterfingers and out. 33-25, timeout on the floor. The Cavs tonight are just all out of sorts. Knicks will burn the timeout. Knicks up by 8. Well, luckily for the Cavs, this is only a single-digit game. If New York was drilling shots like they were the previous game, then this game would be done right now. We got 200 plus watching. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in tonight. Jalen Brunson, a really good start tonight for him. 10 points in 12 minutes, plus 7 on the floor. Off the bench, Jordan Clarkson, a plus 12, plus 11 by Deuce McBride. Mikal Bridges, a plus 6, scoring 6 points. Cat and Anunoby, both of them are minuses, -2 tonight on the floor, but the bench has been brutal for Cleveland. Dennis Schroeder, horrific off the bench, -11, 3 points in 9 minutes on 1 for 6 shooting. And Dennis Schroeder has taken the second most shots out of any player on the Cavs tonight, just a ball hog tonight, and he is bricking a lot of great looks. -13 by Sam Merrill, and Max Strus tonight is a -15 in 10 minutes. Yeah, basically it's Donovan Mitchell. Like nobody else is showing up for Cleveland tonight. Yeah, nothing so far for Jared Allen. Harden with just 2. 6 turnovers by Cleveland, just 3 by the Knicks. And where this game has been decided has been points in the paint, 24-12. So the Knicks are struggling from 3. They're 1 for 13 from the perimeter, but they're making an effort to attack and play downhill and get to the rim. And that's where they're scoring at will, is 24 points through the paint. Whereas Cleveland just keeps on hoisting up threes and they're breaking their shots. 15 attempted shots from 3, 30 attempted shots in the game. Half of those have been 3-point shot attempts. They're 3 for 15 from the perimeter. 20%. The full interior game's been dominated by New York. And it's not like Cats had this big-time game so far. Jalen Brunson layup line. Jalen Brunson hitting his spots, getting into the mid-range. It's easy stuff like that the Knicks are getting so far tonight. The Knicks are crushing it inside. 14 made field goals down low. They're 14 for 19. 74% from 2 right now for New York. We get back to action. Knicks with the possession. Brunson has been the best player on the floor so far tonight. He's back in the court alongside Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Brunson at the free throw circle. Bounce pass into the hands to Bridges, who draws the foul. It's on Keon Ellis, who picks up the personal. Like, that's how bad the bench is that Kenny Atkinson had to turn to Keon Ellis to get some minutes. Kenny Atkinson is just sitting there on the bench. Non-shooting foul. So it was off the reach, so the inbound goes back to the Knicks. 7:10 left to go before halftime. Brunson at the top of the key with possession. Slides it off to Shamet. Shamet dribbles, drives outside Brunson, bobbled it, and broke it up out of bounds off Merrill. That's going to stop the clock with 7:02 left to go before half. Going to be 2.8 on the shot clock for the Knicks. Landry Shamet, near side front court, the inbound passer. Shamet looking for somebody to get open, finds Brunson, has to launch. Brunson didn't get it off in time. Would have been a shot clock violation if he did either way, hit the top of the glass. Turnover on New York. Great defense there by Dean Wade on the perimeter. Fourth turnover of the night now by the Knicks. Cavs with 6. Cavs with possession. James Harden on the floor alongside Dean Wade, Jarrett Allen, Keon Ellis, and Sam Merrill. Runners good for 2 by the Beard. James Harden up to 4 tonight. Open up the game with a runner to begin off the opening basket tonight. So if you had James Harden first basket, he was the first player to get on the board in this game tonight to begin the Eastern Conference Finals. Brunson at the elbow, handoff OG, tees up the 3, no good, over the cylinder, and off the fingertips of Robinson out of bounds. It will go back to the Cavs. Yikes, this might be the first team to 45 going into halftime tonight. Both of these teams struggling to score buckets. Cavs get blitz Harden. Oh, that's a big U. He turns it over. Jalen Brunson scores the easy layup. James Harden got absolutely blitzed at midcourt off a double team and coughed it up. 8-4 points off turnovers for New York. Harden at the top of the key. He'll try again, working on Bridges. Slides it off to the wing to Ellis, into the hands to Allen. Jarrett Allen, bounce pass, Keon Ellis, soars up, lost it, out of bounds. It is... So we're waiting the call. It's another turnover. Out of bounds off Keon Ellis. It's Knicks basketball. 8-point lead by New York. 5:40 left to go before halftime. Landry Shamet at the top. Dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Stumbled, floated it up. And out of bounds off Cleveland. This game is brutal. Sheesh. Yesterday looked like Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Tonight looks like the season opener on October 22nd. Inbound goes to Robinson. Brunson towards his right off the dribble. Sends it off to OG. It takes the 3 on Anunoby. Buries the triple. Bang, a bang from the corner. Largest lead by the Knicks tonight. Up by 11. That's only the second 3 of the game for New York. Down low. Layup attempt. Ellis will head to the free throw line. Shoot 2. It's on Robinson, who picks up the personal. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. OG Anunoby coming back after the hamstring injury and delivering with that corner triple. Keon Ellis is going to shoot 2 shots at the free throw line. First one is good. Second shot by Ellis. Right down the middle. Cuts the deficit down to 9. Not many free throws at all in this game, and that does not benefit the Cavs as they went to the free throw line a ton in the series against Detroit, especially the second half. Right now, they're 4 for 5 at the charity stripe. Knicks just once 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Anunoby sends it on top off the heart. He walked with it, and the referees call a traveling violation charge to OG. Sam Merrill back on the floor for the Cavs as we are under 5 minutes left to go before half. Had 23 points in 25 minutes, drilling 5 threes in the Game 7 win over Detroit. Merrill, right on cue, buries the triple. That was a pure shot right there by Sam Merrill. Jalen Brunson on the floor alongside Hart, Bridges, Robinson, and OG. Brunson tees up the three, skipped around the rim and out. To rebound goes to Harden. James Harden on the floor alongside Merrill Allen, Dean Wade, and Keon Ellis. Deep range pull-up, swash. James Harden splashes the three. 8-zip run by Cleveland in a 59-second span as they have finally awoken, and a timeout gets taken on the floor by the Knicks. 4:25 left to go before halftime. Back-to-back threes drilled by the Cavs, and all of a sudden, they put themselves within one possession right now as we head over to the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Now we've got a ball game. Back-to-back threes made by Merrill and Harden to cut the deficit down to 3. Rax Blue, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you for being a part of the stream. You the legend, brother. Paradise, welcome back in. Mike Chalk, Hockey. Mr. Hector, welcome back on the stream tonight. What a game we've got here finally. It was a double-digit game a couple minutes ago, and now the Cavs have started to find their stroke from the outside. 11-point lead has dwindled down to 3. Cleveland with 5 made threes. Only 29% for the perimeter at 5 for 17, but the Knicks struggling to make shots from 3. Just 2 for 16 tonight at 13% from 3. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Knicks need something out of Cat tonight. Seems like when the lights get just too bright, Cat shrinks and goes into a shell. And right now, in this opening half, Cat with just 2 points in 12 minutes. Brunson, only player to double figures. He leads the way with 12. 6 points each by Bridges and Hart. After that, 4 by Alvarado off the bench. And then 3 each by OG and Clarkson. The Cavs led by Donovan Mitchell. He's got 9. 7 by Harden. 6 by Merrill. 5 by Mobley. And Jared Allen yet to score tonight. No points in 12 minutes. The major minuses for the Cavs have come off the bench. And props to Kenny Atkinson for recorrecting that and substituting those guys out and benching them. Dennis Schroeder, minus 11. Max Strus, minus 15. Sam Merrill making up for his minuses with a 3-point make just a moment ago. Previous to that, he was in the minus double-digit zone, now down to a minus 8. Yeah, Josh Hart, minus 6. Cat's a minus 2. OG, minus 7 so far tonight. Yeah, there's guys all over the place in the box, plus minus. Clarkson off the bench, a plus 12. McBride, a plus 11. So Cleveland started to get back in this game due to the 3-ball emergence. Knicks leading this game because of 26 to 14 points in the paint. Cavs not helping out the cause with 8 turnovers. Right now, 11-7 points off turnovers in favor of the Knicks. We come back from the timeout. First quarter, Cleveland went 2 for 12 from the perimeter, 3 for 5 finding their shot from the outside in the second quarter. Brunson attacks the paint, dump off, down low, spin move, Hart. Clamped off the double team, finds Brunson, baseline dribble, shovel pass, OG, ball with it, lost it, turnover. Jarrett Allen collects the steal. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Merrill into the hands to Keon Ellis. Outside Allen looking for his first pair of points tonight. Dean Wade, corner 3, came up short. Offensive rebound, back to Allen. Jarrett Allen slows it down. Hand off Harden. Harden 8 on the timer. Bounce pass looking for Allen. And a reach and fall charge to the Knicks. That stops the clock. This is going to reset the offense here for the Cavs. New York with just 4 timeouts remaining in this game. Cleveland has 6 timeouts left. Inbound goes to Merrill. Merrill working on Bridges, 10 in the timer. Bounce pass finds Allen. Handoff Harden. 6 in the shot clock. Off the double team. Gets away. Allen rolls down to the hoop. Allen goes up. Allen gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Jarrett Allen. It's on to OG Anunoby. He picked up the personal. Dennis Schroeder has been a major minus off the bench. He got benched by Kenny Atkinson. So Schroeder tonight played 9 minutes, a minus 11. Max Strus also not on the floor, a minus 15 in 10 minutes. First free throw good by Jarrett Allen. Second free throw by Allen. And that's good. So he finally has his first pair of points tonight. Was scoreless up until this point. 3.5 left to go before halftime. It's a 10-zip run by the Cavs to cut the deficit down to 1. Jalen Brunson lobs it off the Cat. Cat with just 2 points this entire first half. Finds Hart. Accelerates to the Cub. Scoring the left-hand layup. Major basket right there by Josh Hart. Surging right to the rack. James Harden off the double team. Cross court connects with Ellis. Flicks the pass inside. Jarrett Allen working on Cat. Puts up the shot. No good. Rattled out. So looking for the foul call. Couldn't get one. Rebound back to the Knicks. Brunson up the floor. And we get a foul here on the court away from the ball. That's going to be on Sam Merrill, who picks up the personal away from the basketball. Yeah, they're showing the graphic. Tomorrow night, I'll be back live. Spurs against Thunder. What a game to start off the series. Double overtime, and that was just game number 1. Victor Wembanyama, a performance for the ages last night. I'll be live tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. for Spurs Thunder game 2. Cats, handoff, Bridges. On top, Hart launches the 3, is skidded off the rim, and out of bounds. It will go back to the Cavs. Cleveland down by just 3. James Harden gets past the double team. Harden stripped. Harden in the baseline. Harden lost it. Turnover. James Harden, another horrific turnover. That's their 9th of the game now for Cleveland. Cats struggling so far tonight. Dribble, drives, attacks, bobbled it, got it back off the double team, working on Harden and Mobley. Jumper, elbow, they got it. It's Mikal Bridges able to drill the 2. 5-point advantage for the Knicks. Bridges up to 8. Mitchell on the outside. Allen, handoff. Mitchell leading in. Got it! And the foul. Spider Mitchell. 4-point play incoming for Cleveland. Off a simple handoff action, leading into contact as Allen set the screener. And Mitchell leaning right into Mikal Bridges, able to draw the shooting foul. Spider Mitchell. Absolutely him. Free throw's good. 4-point play by Donovan Mitchell. Back to a 1-point game as we're down to 2 minutes left to go before half. 13 right now for Mitchell. Mikal Bridges. Towards his left at the wing, taking on Mobley. Lobs it off to Towns. Towns powers his way down low. Cats finds Hart to kick out corner. Bridges launches the 3 over the cylinder. Cats having a tough time with the physicality in and out of his hands out of bounds. So we'll go back to the Cavs. Karl-Anthony Towns stinking up the joint right now, having a tough time, flustered on the floor. Harden, cross court, terrible turnover. Overshot Evan Mobley by a mile as it sails right to the courtside seats. Back it goes to the Knicks. OG Anunoby in the corner, picked off for a brief moment, and the Knicks got it back. They try to float up the shots. As there was contact here down low. James Harden They're showing the play that he got blitzed off a triple team at the corner and overshot Evan Mobley off a terrible turnover. That was not even close. Josh Hart going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. So they're in a bonus right now for New York. First one's good. Second free throw goes down. 3-point lead right now for the Knicks. Mitchell at the wing. Mobley sends it off to Strus. Bounce past Mobley. Mobley outside. Strus launches the J. Swash. Max Strus sizzles the triple. We get a tie game. 1 minute left to go. 44-44. Jalen Brunson slows down tempo. Cat sends it off to Hart at the top. Josh Hart bumped into from behind. No call with the referees as he went down with the basketball. Into the hands to OG. 5 of the shot clock. Anunoby working on Jarrett Allen. Step back 3 at the wing. Anunoby missed off the back rim. A rebound secured by Mobley. Pass midcourt, Donovan Mitchell shooting right out of a cannon. Bounce pass underneath. Allen puts it up. Couldn't finish, but drew the shooting foul. And 2 shots coming up with a free throw line for the Cavs with Jarrett Allen. What's good? Clifford on the stream. Welcome in. Ricky, thanks for joining back in. Snowman, welcome on the channel, brother. Appreciate you here for being a part of the stream. Thanks for finding my channel. And big shout out to the broadcasting community. You guys, the legends out here on the channel. 2 shots coming up with a free throw line for Jarrett Allen for Cleveland. The first one is no good, around the rim and out. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. An 11-point deficit has been erased to a tie game. Cavs able to take over the second quarter, drilling 5 threes. In this second quarter, they have 7 total threes made. The Knicks were just 2 threes this entire game. And Allen buries the free throw. It's the first lead since the Cavs are up 13-12. They went down as many by 11 points and now have a 1-point lead. 8-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out going to halftime. Brunson dribbles up. Brunson mid-block runner drills the 2. Jalen Brunson started to carry the Knicks tonight. 12 by Brunson. Seems like it's a lot more. Josh Hart's got 10. Cavs with possession. Skip pass. Corner. Up fake. Mobley. Outside. Mitchell takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown by Spider Mitchell. And Mitchell picks off the pass. Full court shot at the buzzer. Over the backboard. And we close out. Going to halftime. 48-46. Cleveland trailed the majority of this game. And now they're leading by 2 going into intermission. Spider Mitchell take it over. They only led approximately 32% of the first half, which was very early on in the first quarter when they were up. Donovan Mitchell playing really well tonight. 16 points in 16 minutes. 6 for 9 from the floor. 3 for 5 from the perimeter. 3 steals by Spider Mitchell. What a game to begin tonight. It looked like the Knicks were going to run away with it. And then the Cavs responded. And this Cavs team has been really good in the second half of games in the playoffs, especially in the Pistons series. Besides that Game 6 one, Game 5, they came out on a 23-zip run. All of a sudden, the Cavs have found their rhythm from 3. And New York is stone cold from the perimeter. 8 for 21 from 3-point range by Cleveland. And they started off, they were tossing up bricks. They were 3 for 15 at 1 point from 3. And now they're 5 for 6 in their previous 6 shot attempts from 3. Knicks are 2 for 19 from 3. They cannot buy a 3-point shot tonight. Everything is done inside the paint. 32-14 points in the paint for New York. Knicks +1 in the glass, 18-17 at half. Offensive rebound advantage going to the Cavs, though, 4-2. And then if the Cavs limit the turnovers, they're going to win this game. Right now, they have 11 turnovers going into halftime. That's a critical component because the Knicks have scored 15 points off of those turnovers. But honestly, it could be a lot more. 15-9 points off turnovers, 11 turnovers by the Cavs at half. And the Knicks have turned it over 8 times going into halftime. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell right now has been the best player on the floor. Like, he is feeling it in a groove. A point a minute, 16 points, 16 minutes, 6 for 9 shooting, 3 for 5 from 3 steals. And this is a road game for Mitchell, too. He's usually the better player at home for him. So, outstanding. Big ups to Kenny Atkinson because Dennis Schroeder, he was a major minus when he was on the floor. He's a -11 at halftime. He was breaking everything. Once Kenny Atkinson benched Dennis Schroeder, there was a change in momentum in this game. The Knicks led by 11, and then the Cavs started to find a rhythm. He put in Keon Ellis on the floor, and Ellis then started to put together some stops, help out his team. A +6 on the floor for Ellis, and then all of a sudden, they got guys starting to drill threes. Multiple players with 1 3 made each. Mitchell making 3 threes, and then off the bench, Schroeder, he made his only shot as a 3, but Strus made a 3 late in the second quarter. Sam Merrill drilled a 3, which was able to be a part of a 10-zip run to chip into the deficit. Harden, perfect from 3, 1 for 1, and Dean Wade, early in this game, drilled a 3. For the Knicks, they got to get something out of Cat. Cat's got just 2 points going into halftime and only 3 rebounds. Like, he is indecisive tonight. Like, Cat's just holding the basketball for too much time. He's not aggressive. He's being flustered by the physicality, which he's trying to battle for rebounds. He's bobbling the ball. He can't collect rebounds. He's been bounced off his spots. Like, Cat does not look like himself tonight. And that's been the issue when Cat plays in the playoffs, is that when you get deeper into the playoffs, the lights look like they're just too bright for Cat. That is the same story that we talk about every single year in the playoffs. And then Minnesota decides to trade up Cat for Julius Randle straight up. Well, we'll see what happens in this series here. Julius Randle was horrific. He's going to have to go elsewhere because no way he is a number 2 option. But the number 2 option for the Knicks, you got to show up in the first half. 2 points in 16 minutes right now for Karl-Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby coming back from an injury, a -12 on the floor. 3 points in 14 minutes. Luckily, the other 3 starters have been solid. Brunson with 14. Hart with 10. Bridges with 8. Brunson is 0 for 5, though, from 3. Well, we'll see what happens later on in this playoffs. Because every single playoffs, usually in the later stages, the lights just seem too bright for Cat. Like, he needs to show up in the second half. And it hasn't been because of foul trouble issues in this game. He was super efficient against Philadelphia because Embiid dealing with injury. He was back missing games. He was defended by guys in that series like Adam Bona. I'll see what happens throughout the course of the series. It hasn't been because of foul trouble so far tonight. I thought that could be a problem going into the series if the Cavs did put him into foul trouble, but only with 1 personal foul going into halftime right now. What's good? Adele on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, if the Cavs come on back and win this game, that is huge for them if they steal this one tonight. Like, it looked like the Knicks were going to run away in this game. Jalen Brunson in the first quarter was getting going. 23-16 advantage. They got out to a slow start. Brunson started to take over late stage of the first, early stage of the second. They led by 11. And then all of a sudden, the Cavs come out and they start to drill threes. And the Knicks just cannot find their three-point shot. Yeah, I agree. They've had 9 days off to prepare for this matchup. So this is a game that they got to get. All of a sudden, the Cavs have started to turn out to be a really good road team for them all of a sudden. They couldn't win a road game for most of the playoffs to save their lives. They started off 0-5 on the road, and then they've won 2 straight road games at Detroit. What's good? Books with Benjamin. Hope all is well. Glad to have you back in the stream. Thanks for joining back in. Wow. Yeah, looking back to last year, the Knicks went 0-2 at home against Indiana. Wow, the first game last year was an instant classic, 138-135 in overtime. Indiana beat the Knicks last year. Brunson had 43, and they lost that game. And then the second game, Brunson had 36, and they lost that game 114-109. So the Knicks got down to 0-2 in a hole. They came back to Indiana game 3. They beat Indiana. And then game 4, Indiana won. Indiana went up 3-1. Knicks took game 5, forced a game 6, and then Indiana won in 6 last year. Yeah, these games have been great. Big ups to the Cavs for making this a game because at one point they were just all out of sorts. They had a bunch of turnover miscues for them. They were struggling to sustain possessions. And then all of a sudden they come out and start to drill their shots. And then once they started to make their threes and the Knicks are stone cold from 3, then the Cavs flip the switch on this game and they have a 2-point lead going in the half. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Yeah, they had 23 turnovers last night, still won. And Caruso had a 30-point game last night, too. Like, SGA is going to be a much better the next game. But still, like, expecting Caruso to have another game like that, it's not going to happen. Yeah, this is good for viewership and ratings with these games that we're started off the conference finals with a bang. Tomorrow's game, I think that could determine the series. If OKC doesn't respond, they don't win tomorrow, I think they're done. If they go down to 0-2, that's going to be a tough hill to climb because if you go down to 0-2, both games at home, you're going to San Antonio for the next two, which then, if the Thunder lose again tomorrow night, San Antonio is 6-1 against Oklahoma City, regular season plus playoffs this year. I'm hoping we get a 7-game series out of that. I am. I hope it's not one of those series matchups where there's 4 games that the Spurs sweep the Thunder, and the 4 games are determined by something like a grand total of like 18 points or something like that. I hope we get a 7-game series. I remember Celtics Nets 2022. Celtics swept the Nets in the first round, the 2 versus 7 matchup, but Brooklyn made it close because they had Kevin Durant coming back from injury. A lot of people thought that Ben Simmons was going to play, and his back was messed up, and he didn't. People had faith for Nets fans that he would be the difference maker in that series, and now he's retired from the NBA. Yeah, they thought that Brooklyn had a shot going into Game 4 in that series for a lot of those Nets fans. But the Celtics swept the Nets in the first round 4 years ago, and it was by a combined 18 points in that series. What's good, Anthony? Welcome in. Taking the Knicks tonight in this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win, Cavs or Knicks tonight. Cavs drilling 8 threes from the perimeter. Knicks struggling to make their shots. Just 2 made threes. Yeah, they look slow, started off the game, like very indecisive for the Knicks offense, which is odd because they put up over 140 points. They're well rested. They hadn't played in a 9-day span, though, so it could be rusty for New York. Try to get themselves back into the groove of game action, whereas Cleveland has been nonstop, basically, 2 game sevens for them, going into their 15th playoff game tonight in a month span. Yeah, actually, he didn't retire, so he's just a free agent. Nobody's picked him up. Sounds like he has, because he's turning into fit. Take he's taking over the sport of fishing, so he's doing that instead. Mitchell, a sidestep to his left on a 3 off the back, no good. The rebound goes to Brunson. We start off the third quarter of action. Brunson on the floor alongside Cat, Bridges, Anunoby, and Hart. Cat missed the pull-up jumper, left it short. Cat battles for the rebound, and the ball gets ripped away out of his hands from Mitchell. Off the tumble, here goes Mitchell, attacking the rim. Donovan Mitchell, highlight reel play, takes it the distance for 2. Spida Mitchell. Just incredible hustle right there at the midcourt logo. 4-point lead for the Cavs. Bounce pass Hart off the Cats. Cat gets fouled attacking the rack. And Hart a little bit shaken up right now. It was not on the shot. It's going to be an inbound for New York. New York going right to left on the floor. Hart gets the inbound. Hart towards his left off the dribble. Hand off to OG. OG up fake. OG decided not to go for a step through instead with a 3 taken by Cat. Missed off the rim. Short offensive rebound. Cat again. And this time he buries the J. So finally needing something to go down. Up to now 5 points for Cats. 3 for 22 from 3 for the Knicks. Harden. That's Mitchell on the 3. Missed off the mark. Loose ball foul charged to Cleveland. That's going to be on... I believe it's going to be on Jared Allen down low. Off the loose ball. Knicks with possession. Cat powers his way down low. Dump off underneath Harts. Clobbered and fouled. It's on Allen again who picks up the personal. That type of hard foul call. And things getting chippy between these two teams right now. Yeah, that was hard from behind, but shouldn't warrant anything in terms of a flagrant or anything. He's just playing the basketball. Jared Allen, much more taller than Josh Hart, just playing the basketball. Yeah, heavy arm. Right there of Jared Allen coming across the ball, picking up the shooting foul. Yeah, really good question if the Cavs are going to cross 105 points. I think this game's going to go a little bit under that, probably. Like something like 102 to 97 for like a final. Jarrett Allen shooting foul. Cavs are challenging this foul call. Charge to Allen. They believe that he got all ball. And we get a timeout here on the floor taken by Cleveland. 10:27 left to go in the third right now as this is being looked at. This previous shooting foul charged to Allen. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now in the timeout, if you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good, Luciano? Welcome back in, liking the Knicks to win the chip this year. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Cavs or Knicks. Donovan Mitchell leading all scores, 18 points. 7 for 11 from the floor. Looking really good tonight so far for Spida Mitchell. Just an incredible hustle play. Cat came down with a offensive rebound, hit the deck going backwards. Then Mitchell was at first thought that he could tie up Cat. Instead, he ripped the ball out of the hands of Cat, kept the possession alive, tumbled, kept the dribble alive, and then scored a layup out of it. It was just an absolutely incredible possession by Mitchell. Cavs World, welcome in. He's taking the Cavs tonight. Right now, Cavs up in the poll, 57-43 currently. I plan on being back live tomorrow night covering Spurs against Thunder Game 2. What a start in that series has been. Feel free to join back in tomorrow night. Steven, welcome in. He's liking the Knicks to start to take over. Yeah, Jalen Brunson just so clutch. It's going to be really good to see the battle between Brunson and Mitchell. Once we get going into the second half here, Mitchell fires it down low. Wrong player looking for Wade inside the key. Stolen by Anunoby. 1 point game. Knicks with possession. Brunson at the wing. So the challenge previously was won by Cleveland as the foul was taken away by Jarrett Allen. Brunson sneaking his way inside. Outside. Hart's. His pass broken up. Intercepted by Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell with another steal. That's now his 4th of the game. Both teams with a ton of turnovers. 12 by the Cavs, 11 by the Knicks. Mobley had it poked loose out of bounds. It was off Anunoby. James Harden, the inbound passer. Lobs it up to the top into the hands to Mobley. Evan Mobley slides it off to Harden. Harden, bounce pass, Mobley. Mobley stumbles off the dribble. Looking for somebody to get open. He does, finds Mitchell. 5 of the shot clock. Mitchell at the Madison Square Garden logo. Dribbles up off the crossover. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up Mobley. Corner 3, a splash. It is drilled by Mobley. What a pass right there to set up the triple by Mitchell. 8 points by Mobley. Drills his first 3 of the night. Mikal Bridges at the left wing perimeter. Lobs it off the Cat, top of the free throw circle. Working on Mitchell off a mismatch. Dribbles, drives right down the lane inside. Hangs up in the air and scores. Up and off the backboard. Cat now with 7 tonight. It's out of the play defensively. They've got numbers. Corner 3. Dean Wade right down the chute delivers. Numbers transition as Cat went down right next to the stanchion and able to bury the triple in the 5-4 advantage for Cleveland. 5-point lead for the Cavs. Mikal Bridges at the wing, lobs it off the Cats. Cat starting to be aggressive here in the second half. Working on Mitchell, follow-away jumper, 15-footer, bounced off the back rim, looking for the foul call, couldn't get it. Rebound secured by Wade. Harden has it up the floor at the wing. James Harden towards his right, sends it off to Mitchell. Mitchell rise and fire on a 3, missed off the rim. Offensive rebound goes back to Mobley. Evan Mobley in the corner. Mobley attacks the paint, work it on. Cat no good off the glass. Offensive rebound. Allen goes up. Allen draws the foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Jarrett Allen as the personal foul gets committed by Mikal Bridges. What a game tonight. If you're watching my stream for the first time, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Smashing that like helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. Hit the subscribe if you like to be back here for future live streams. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Spurs against Thunder game number 2. I cover NBA play-by-play. I'll be covering every single game throughout the NBA playoffs. In the offseason, I plan on covering Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever streams, and then once we get rolling regular season, it's usually Boston Celtics streams. March Madness time in March, it's the NCAA tournament. Splitting the free throws at the line for Jarrett Allen. 57-51. 6-point lead for the Cavs. Mikal Bridges had it stolen. Mitchell, 5th steal of the game, soaring up and scoring with a right-hand layup. Spider Mitchell, an absolute masterpiece, the largest lead tonight by Cleveland. 8-point advantage for the Cavs. Mitchell has a point a minute. He's got 20. Jalen Brunson at the top, working on Harden. Dribbles up, drives inside the key for Brunson. Kick out corner. Hart, wide open three. Got the triple. It is good from the corner by Josh Hart. Spider Mitchell tonight has been a highlight reel machine. Gets it away Harden. Sends it off to the middle. Allen, kick out corner. Into the hands to Wade. Back out to Allen. Off to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, gets past Hart. Mitchell sneaks his way around the defense. It's a layup line. Right to the rack for 2 more for Spider Mitchell. Josh Hart blocked from behind by Mobley. Cleveland ramping up the intensity. Up the floor. Outside Harden. Lob inside Mobley. Mobley snatches. Mobley dunks it with a 2-handed flush. Timeout taken on the floor by Mike Brown. 63-54, largest lead of the game for the Cavs. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. What a game tonight for Cleveland right now, breaking out in the second half. 15-8 run for the Cavs. Spider Mitchell, just a highlight building up throughout the course of this game. He scored over a point a minute, 22 points in 21 minutes, on 9 for 14 shooting, 6 steals by Donovan Mitchell. That has to be a playoff career high. Donovan Mitchell career high steals is 5. That's a career high itself. Never mind playoff, regular season and playoffs combined. It's a career high in total steals tonight with Mitchell, bringing the energy with 6 steals. What a game tonight. Silas, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Akron. Alan, glad to have you back in. What an incredible conference finals we've got. D Good, thanks for joining in. J Duke on the stream, welcome on the channel. Netra, welcome on board. Donovan Mitchell, 22 points. Evan Mobley, powering his way up to 10. 7 rebounds by Mobley. Sam Merrill with 16. Wade with 6. Harden's got 7. Knicks led by Brunson with 14. Hart with 13. Cat's got 7. Cat struggling tonight. 3 for 9 shooting. 1 for 5 from 3. Yeah, Cat's going to have to respond to see if he does prove me wrong throughout the series. So if you guys weren't in on the stream during halftime, I did say at halftime that when the moment gets too bright, the deeper we go into the playoffs, Karl Anthony Towns has had some issues in the conference finals before, not showing up for games, struggling with missed shots, and right now the brother has to show up. 7 points in 21 minutes on 1 for 5 from 3, 3 for 9 from the floor. The number 2 option on the team just not showing up tonight. Right now, he's the number 4 scorer currently. Anunoby struggling. First came back after a hamstring injury, a severe minus 19 for OG, which is 3 points in 19 minutes. Yeah, all of a sudden, the Knicks are starting to turn over the ball. Cavs have turned it over just once in the second half. The Knicks have turned it over 4 times. I believe it was 11-8 going into halftime in turnovers, and now it's 12-12. Back to action. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Josh Hart on the floor alongside Anunoby, Cat, Brunson, and Bridges. Cat at the elbow. He's defended by Mobley. Slides it on top. Jumper straight away. Hart. Not going to count it away from the ball. Cleveland picked up a foul. So it's going to reset the offense for the Knicks. It's a career high in steals. They got that up on the screen right now for Donovan Mitchell with 6 steals tonight. Brunson inbound goes to Cats. Cat's working on Mobley at the wing. 10 in the shot clock. Cat bounce pass finds Brunson. Brunson free throw circle defended by Harden. Brunson dribbles up. Jumper tough with over Harden. In and out to rebound. Hauled in by Mobley. It's a strong board. That's his 8th rebound in the night now for Evan Mobley. Mitchell lost it off the dribble and turnover committed charge to Cleveland. So either way, it was a push-off there. Yeah, loose ball foul on Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, he lost it. He went wide off the dribble, lost it away from his hands, and then he pushed backwards. Mikal Bridges got called in the loose ball foul. So back it goes in the Knicks. Knicks right now in the bonus next time that the Cavs pick up a personal foul. Jumper, low block, Brunson, well off the mark. Great defense by Dean Wade, stifling Brunson. James Harden's going to slow it down. Harden on the floor alongside Allen, Wade, Strus, and Merrill. Right now, this is a comeback moment for the Knicks. Donovan Mitchell on the bench currently. This is a good opportunity to start to make a run back into this game, make it much closer if you're in New York. Mitchell now with 2 personal fouls on the bench. Harden inbound into the hands to Strus. Strus towards his left. Allen hand off Strus. Strus in the 3 left it short, tipped around. Offensive rebound controlled by Allen. And Strus battling for the loose ball. Couldn't scoop it up inside the key. It's a turnover. Up the floor. Bridges soaring to the rim. Right over Merrill. Scores the 2 in transition. Cuts the deficit down to 7. Rosie, thanks for joining back in. Hope all is well. James Harden moves it off to Allen. Kick out, corner. Merrill open. Side step to his left. Fires a 3. Buries the triple. Sam Merrill on point. Second made 3 tonight. He's got 9. Josh Hart. Lob inside finds Cat. One-handed. Cat off the glass. Scores the 2. Put on a mismatch working on Harden. James Harden off the double team. Gets the way Wade outside Strus. Open 3 at the wing. Bricked off the back rim. Long rebound controlled by Harden. Tees up the 3. Hart out of the play. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound. Allen. And down low. Loose ball foul on the floor. Charged to New York. Yeah, the thing with the Knicks tonight is that they're trying to force turnovers. They're doubling Harden. Harden's getting it out of his hands, but there's open shooters. And Cleveland is starting to make their 3s. Luckily, the last time for the Knicks, they didn't. They had a pretty solid look, but couldn't make it. But Sam Merrill, the possession before, able to knock down that jumper. That was on Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson picked up his 3rd personal foul. I can't show the game due to copyrights, play-by-play only. All the rights belong to ESPN, and it would be copyright if I show the actual TV screen. Allen to the rim, soars up and scores the right-hand layup, assisted by Dennis Schroeder. Under 5 minutes left to go. Brunson, leaner, in through contact, draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line as he got Max Strus on the personal foul. Once again, I cannot show the game due to copyright. It says in red at the top of the screen, no TV will be shown due to copyright. It's live play-by-play and reactions. All the video feed belongs to the owners of the game, which is the networks of the game, ESPN. So if that happens, the stream would get taken down. It would be like a copyright strike. It's because it's like taking the broadcast feed away from the broadcast feed. And the broadcast feed only belongs to ESPN. for this game specifically. And then tomorrow night it belongs to NBC and Peacock. First free throw missed at the line by Brunson. Second shot is good. Cuts the deficit down to 9. Not many free throws at all in this game. 9 for 12 by the Cavs. Knicks have gone to the free throw line just 3 separate occasions tonight. 5 for 6. James Harden. Off the double team. Gets it away. Finds Schroeder. Schroeder dribbles up. Lotto. Real estate. Dump off. Down low. Allen to the rim. Soars up and scores with a layup. Jared Allen started to get going. They're bringing the double team, but there's a bunch of space out there on the floor for the Cavs to operate. It's either led to an open 3 or dribble drive penetration. Jumper. Brunson off the back rim. No good. Contested by Harden. Tipped to the bounds off the Knicks. Cavs up by 11 with the basketball. If Cleveland can keep this going, talk about stealing. Game 1 tonight for the Cavs if they're able to keep this going tonight. Cleveland with possession. They are 11 for 30 from the perimeter. Cavs are Knicks really struggling. Merrill, corner 3, missed off the mark. Offensive rebound, Allen. Second chance opportunity. James Harden, layup line, scores the 2. Wow. Where was the defense there by New York? James Harden just went straight line, dribble drive penetration to the rack without any sort of defense whatsoever by the Knicks. And Harden picks up the personal foul. Clock will stop with 3:24. Or 3:44 in the third. Yeah, if you're just joining in, the Knicks were leading by 11 at one point in the early second quarter. And now the Cavs have flipped the switch. The big difference tonight has been perimeter shot making. The Cavs are 11 for 31 from 3, 35%. The Knicks are struggling to find their shot tonight. 4 for 23 at 17% from 3. First free throw is good. At the line by Bridges. They're in the bonus. Jared Allen, some big-time rebounds here in this third quarter. We'll check out of the game. Second free throw by Bridges. It is good. 5 of the court right now for the Cavs is Mobley, Mitchell, Strus, Schroeder, and Merrill. So Allen picked up his third personal foul. Donovan Mitchell, defended by Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo. Dribbles up, spin cycle inside the key. Dump off, Mobley, turnaround shot. Got it to go. It's good for 2. Sweet possession right there for Spida Mitchell, recording the assist. Brunson working on Strus, leading into contact. Bounced out. Got the contact, though, in the foul. So got the call right there by the officials, and 2 more free throws coming up in the line for Jalen Brunson. Yeah, Cavs have been really good in this playoffs in the second half. They've come out motivated and hungry tonight in this game. First free throw by Brunson is good. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Second free throw by Brunson, right down the middle. Puts his team winning 11. Jalen Brunson basically like a one-man show for the Knicks. He's got 16 currently. Or 17 points as it updates. 13 by Hart. 12 by Bridges. Merrill splashes in the 3. Sam Merrill, third made triple tonight. A 3-point machine. And another foul charge to Cleveland quick up the floor. They're going to hack Mitchell Robinson. And the Cavs hack Mitchell Robinson since he's on the floor. And Robinson's going to shoot 2 in the bonus. Donovan Mitchell, almost a point a minute tonight, basically. 22 points, 23 minutes. Incredible game. Career high 6 steals. Free throws, 2 shots. Robinson, the first one paid off for the Cavs. A straight line one off the back rim, no good. Heads up there for Cleveland if they see the opportunity when Mitchell Robinson, because there's fouls to give. They're in the bonus. And Cleveland has turned up the Jets rebounding. Like, they're having a really good quarter rebounding the basketball. Second free throw is good. That was a straight line free throw made by Mitchell Robinson. 13-point lead for Cleveland. Dennis Schroeder at the top of the key, slides it off to Mobley. Mobley drives baseline to the hole. Kick out corner. Strus. Mitchell on top. Schroeder. Great ball movement here for the Cavs. Schroeder no good. Missed the layup in and out. Hart controls the defensive rebound. Brunson up the floor. Runner. Brunson around the rim and out. Tipped off the glass by Robinson, and they hack Robinson. Back to the free throw line will go Mitchell Robinson. It's on Donovan Mitchell, who picked up the personal. Just going to be careful with foul trouble. Donovan Mitchell just picked up his third. Mitchell Robinson back to the free throw line. Foul trouble right now looks like this for the Cavs. 3 personal fouls each by Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Max Strus. 2 personal fouls by Jarrett Allen and Dennis Schroeder. And the first free throw was missed by Robinson. Yeah, I think if you're the Cavs, you might want to see if you can get in a player like Keon Ellis on the floor. He's got 1 foul. Just to see if they can split the fouls up between guys who's like off the bench that don't play many minutes. That's the only thing I have about this right now for Cleveland. 2:38 left to go in the third. Second free throw is missed. Tipped around Mobley. Defensive rebound hauled in by Mobley. Mitchell Robinson just 1 for 4 at the free throw line, being hacked twice. And Cleveland will burn a timeout here. 2:31 left to go in the third quarter. Hacking Mitchell Robinson. Helping out the Cavs right now, stretching this lead up to 13 as they are crashing the glass, coming up with rebounds. Evan Mobley, almost a double-double, 12 and 9 for Evan Mobley for points and rebounds. And the Cavs are +3 in the rebound margin, 27-24. 13-point lead for Cleveland. A rock fight in Game 1 of the series, 77-64 as we take the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top Skier to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, we are on the timeout right now, and Spida Mitchell having an incredible game. 22 right now for Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland is outscoring New York 29-18 in this third quarter. Cavs with the basketball as we come back to action. 2.5 left to go in the third. Dennis Schroeder on the floor alongside Mitchell, Mobley, Strus, and Merrill. Top of the key with Mobley. Towards his right, sends it off to Strus. Dribbles towards his left, comes off the screen. Bounce past Mobley. Mobley gets fouled. It's on Robinson rolling down to defend Mobley. And not in the bonus just yet. So that was on the reach, it looks like. Yeah, this is going to set up the inbound. Inbound goes to Mobley. Handoff Mitchell. A point a minute tonight for Spida Mitchell. Looking for more. Blocked off the glass. Scored a bucket. Goaltend violation on Robinson. Largest lead tonight, up by 15. Mitchell gets credit for the bucket. And the Cavs quickly hack Mitchell Robinson. 24 points by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell Robinson heading back to the free throw line, who is shooting 1 for 4 tonight at the line. Such a smart game plan for Kenny Atkinson. Having this part of the game plan, whenever you see number 24 or number 23 and white and orange for the Knicks, just make them go to the free throw line. We got fouls to waste, fouls to spend. We can spread them all around the players tonight. Nobody's really in severe foul trouble just yet. Sam Merrill picked up his second personal foul. Robinson goes empty at the free throw line. One-hand rebound ripped away by Mitchell. And Mitchell in the backcourt was fouled. Reach-in foul charge to Jordan Clarkson. And this is going to send the Cavs to the bonus. This should send them to the free throw line when Mitchell's shooting too. Or no, beg my pardon. Next time around, they'll be in the bonus. So that's now the fourth in the corner by the Knicks. Corner jumper to Paul George special. Off the side of the glass, missed by Mobley. Out of the pack goes Brunson. Brunson, a kiss off the glass, scores in transition. Cuts the deficit down to 13. Another 2 minutes left to go in the third. Mitchell on the floor alongside Schroeder, Merrill, Mobley, and Strus. Mitchell, bounce past Schroeder. Straight line, dribble drive attack off the glass, no good. Tipped around. Defensive rebound, hauled in by McBride. Brunson drives up the floor. Brunson, teardrop runner, no good. Shoved off the rim, missed by Robinson. And in the backcourt, foul charge to Hart. It's going to be free throws here for the Cavs. The Cavs are finally in the bonus, the fifth of the quarter charge to New York for personal fouls. Oh, Mitchell Robinson tried to come back in with a putback dunk and completely missed it off the iron. Max Strus will head to the free throw line and shoot two. He got poked in the face by Josh Hart, battling for the rebounds. So both teams now in the bonus to close out the third quarter. First free throw is good by Strus. Second shot by Strus is good. 81-66, under a minute and a half left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson, cross the timeline, taking on Max Strus, gets past him off the dribble. And the referees roll a foul again, and it's on the Cavs fouling Robinson, who keeps on staying on the floor and keeps on breaking free throws. Like, you got to substitute him out. Like, this is getting outrageous right now. Evan Mobley picks up the personal foul. And now 2 more free throws by Robinson. First one's good. Like, the best that he's done is splitting the free throws at the line. That's the best that he's done. Like, they're just going to keep on hacking Mitchell Robinson, and the lead's going to keep on increasing in size. 33-21 advantage in the third quarter. The Cavs are outscoring the Knicks. Second free throw off the back rim, no good. A rebound goes to Merrill. Cleveland is boxing out everything, collecting rebounds left and right in this third quarter. Donovan Mitchell dribbles, drives, attacks the rack, scoop, score, up and off the backboard. Good for the right-hand layup. 16-point lead for Cleveland. It's looking like the Knicks are out here playing a regular season game. Like, no adjustments being made or anything. Brunson to the rim, drawing the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the line by Brunson. Yeah, the Knicks are out here looking like they're going through the motions tonight. Like, Mitchell Robinson should have been substituted out way before. Only thing that's helping out the Knicks right now is just that Donovan Mitchell just picked up his 4th personal foul. First free throw is good. Mitchell by far been the best player on the floor as Brunson drills the free throw. So that's the only thing that's not helping out the Cavs right now is Mitchell does have 4 personal fouls. Second free throw, Brunson off the rim, no good. Deflected out off the Cavs, so it'll stay Knicks ball. Yeah, I'm liking the adjustments that Kenny Atkinson has made. He benched Schroeder when Schroeder was cold in the first half. Like, How in the world has Mitchell Robinson been kept on the floor for the last 3 minutes and hasn't substituted out? And now finally Mitchell Robinson's going to substitute out. Way too late though, as the lead has grown to 15 for the Cavs. Karl-Anthony Towns getting a rested breather back on the floor right now in the game. Inbound goes to Hart. Hart at the wing, defended by Strus. Bounce pass in the corner, missed the mark wide. Looking for Brunson, it's a turnover. Knicks with some turnover miscues tonight. Not on the same page. That's their 13th in the game. Cavs with 14. And points off turnovers really hasn't been the story because both teams very even with one another off turnovers. Mitchell dribbled it off the shoe of Hart, went out of bounds off Josh Hart. Donovan Mitchell, the inbound passer, sends it off to Schroeder. Baseline dribble to the rack. Schroeder, huge rejection by Clarkson. They get it back though with the Cavs. Mitchell fires the three. No good off the rim. A rebound goes to Cats. Under 30 seconds left to go to close out the third. Needing to play desperate here for the Knicks. They're down by 15. Jalen Brunson, 7-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out at the end of the third quarter. Brunson working on Schroeder, dribbles up inside, the key off the Euro step. Bounce pass finds Clarkson. Brunson draws the foul. On Dennis Schroeder, who picks up the reach and follow. Jalen Brunson heading back to the free throw line. Basically been a one-man show for this Knicks squad with 20 points, heading to the free throw line on his 5th separate occasion tonight. So Schroeder reaches in. Just going to watch out for the foul trouble now for the Cavs. I'll go over that at the end of the quarter break with personal fouls. First free throw was missed by Brunson. They have not shot the ball well at all at the free throw line. The Knicks are 12 for 21 at the free throw line at 57%. So with all those misses piling up by Mitchell Robinson, plus Brunson is just 6 for 9 tonight, this has been a porous display at the free throw line. Like, you make those free throws, then all of a sudden, this game is a 2-possession game. Second free throw is good. Brunson now 7 for 10 at the free throw line. Final seconds left to go in the quarter. Pass midcourt with Mitchell. Mitchell drives to the Hart, accelerates inside the key. A kick out corner. James Harden with a jumper, no good off the mark. Rebound on Anunoby. Couldn't put up the shot off in time at the end of the third. 83-69. Knicks looking like they're playing in the season opener tonight on October 22nd. It is Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals on May 19th, 2026. 14-point lead for the Cavs. We'll go over foul trouble and the free throw disparity, or a free throw difference in this game coming up as we head back from the timeouts. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now in the timeout, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just impressive tonight by the Cavs. I cannot believe that Mitchell Robinson was in for that long, getting hacked for him. Terrible game tonight at the free throw line for the Knicks. They are 13 for 22 at 59% at the free throw line. Mitchell Robinson getting hacked with 4 different trips to the free throw line, is shooting 2 for 8 at the free throw line. Jalen Brunson 7 for 10, perfect 2 for 2 by Hart and Bridges at the free throw line. They've missed 9 free throws. That right now is the difference between a 83-69 game and then a 83-78 game, a 2-possession game. if you make your free throws. Cavs tonight, 11 for 14 at 79% at the free throw line. Donovan Mitchell leading all scorers. He's got 26, 12 by Mobley. Mobley with 9 rebounds. Mitchell, a career high 6 steals in any game of his NBA career. 12 by Merrill, drilling 3 threes off the bench. Hey, let's get that member hype out here to the stream. We got Dev on the member hype. Thanks so much for Ice Ice Baby right there for the membership. Legend on the stream. Absolute MVP. Legend for Ice Ice Baby. Yeah, Cavs, it seems like they're more than just 2 rebounds ahead. 31-29 on the glass for Cleveland. Seems like it's a whole lot more, though. Turnovers really haven't been a difference maker. The Knicks are doing as bad as the Cavs in the turnover column, so it hasn't, the points off turnovers balanced out. 14 turnovers by Cleveland, 13 by the Knicks, 17 to 16 points off turnovers in favor of the Knicks tonight by 1. 3-point shot making having a huge difference in the outcome of this game. 12 made threes by Cleveland, 4 made threes through 3 quarters by New York. Tossing up boulders from the perimeter, missed shots down low by the Knicks to start off the 4th quarter. Cat couldn't finish inside. Dennis Schroeder on the floor alongside Mobley, Merrill, Strus, and Harden. Mitchell right now on the bench. Runner, no good off the mark. Missed by Mobley. Rebound secured by Hart. Josh Hart on the floor alongside Cat, Clarkson, McBride, and Anunoby. And Cat commits the traveling violation. Turnover on the Knicks, the 14th turnover of the night. It is a terrible game for Karl-Anthony Towns, and tomorrow morning, Stephen A. is going to be going off on First Take, ripping Cat to shreds. James Harden turns the corner, runner inside, and draws the contact and the foul. It's on Cat, who picks up the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up at the line for Harden. Karl-Anthony Towns right now, in the big stage, in the big moments, cracking under pressure. Harden, 1 free throw would get him to double digits. First free throw is good. Yeah, here's my bold prediction, is that I think at the end of this series, Cat, there's going to be a lot of talk about Cat at the end of the series. And I think the New York Knicks are going to be the favorites and the dark horse team in the offseason to land Giannis. Free throws good by Harden. 17-point lead with 11 minutes left. Really hard to make up this deficit because there's been no sharp shooting whatsoever for New York. Just a lot of standing with the basketball. Cat bobbled it. Cat lost it. Oh, it's a big U by Cat. Up the floor, Harden. Merrill into the hands of Harden. Bounce pass, bobbled it. Lost it right back. And a loose ball follow charge to Harden. Turnovers. There's 15 for either side tonight. Karl-Anthony Towns in the bright light, struggling with the physicality. Getting closer to trading away Cat for Giannis. If this keeps on happening. Plus, it's going to have to be much more than that. Because straight up, that wouldn't work that way. We need much more. Missed shot by Cat inside. A rebound by Mobley. Up the floor with Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder taking on Alvarado at the wing. Dennis Schroeder 1-on-1 towards his right off the dribble. Schroeder, a lot of dribbling into the hands to Mobley. 8 on the timer. Evan Mobley working on Cat. Kick out, corner, open three. Sam Merrill. Great look, couldn't make it. The rebound hauled in by Alvarado. McBride at the wing finds Hart. Hart tiptoes the baseline off to Clarkson. They're just all out of sorts. A brick sent by Clarkson, batted around, and a loose ball foul is charged to Cavs, I believe, here. They're going to stay on the Knicks side. Cat just been frustrated all game long about the physicality. Max Strus, guilty party, picked up the foul. That's his fourth. So Max Strus will substitute out Dean Wade. It checks back in to replace Strus. And Donovan Mitchell, the player of the game, he comes back in to replace Merrill. Sam Merrill have had some really good looks in this game, too. The Knicks have had just no solid looks tonight. Cleveland has had some really good looks. They haven't shot the ball that great from three, but nevertheless, they've made 12 threes, and the Knicks have only made 4 threes, shooting 17% from the perimeter this entire game. Brunson turns it over. Dennis Schroeder up ahead of the pack. Shovels outside into the hands to Harden. 16 turnovers tonight by New York. They have one more turnover than the Cavs, who rank 15th in the playoffs in turnovers per game. Harden bricked the three, rebound secured by Bridges. Mikal Bridges at the free throw circle. They're just stuck every single possession. They have to end up taking a lot of time off the shot clock. Missed the layup by Brunson. Offensive rebound. Cat scores the 2. Just way too much time going off the clock on all these possessions for the Knicks. Like, they just keep on getting stuck, and props out to the Cleveland defense. It has been excellent tonight. As Mitchell draws the reach and foul, charged to McBride. Clock stops with 9:09 left to go in the fourth. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Spurs against Thunder, game number 2. Feel free to join in for that one if you guys would like as well. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Landry Shamet comes into the game. He will replace Deuce McBride. Inbound goes to Mobley. Evan Mobley, handoff Harden. Harden dribbles inside the key. Harden working on Bridges. Low block. Harden puts up the shots, and got a piece of it was Bridges. Cat with a rebound. Back to the Knicks. Brunson finds Bridges, attacks the paint. Bridges blocked by Mobley. Huge rejection right there by Mobley. Cavs have it back. Donovan Mitchell at the wing, off the double team, gets it away. Schroeder, baseline dribble, kick out, corner, 3, Dean Wade buries the triple, plus the foul, and one coming up with a free throw line by Dean Wade. 4-point play for the second time tonight pending for Cleveland. Cleveland's got shooters. The Knicks have made 0 adjustments tonight. They keep on double teaming Harden, Mitchell, and Cleveland keeps on driving and kicking, and they keep on knocking down shots. Dean Wade, the free throw is good. 4-point play complete for the second time in the night. 13 made threes tonight by the Cavs, just 4 in this game by the Knicks. Cat working on Mobley off the Euro step, gets past him, blew the layup. Cat's out of the play. They got numbers for the Cavs, 5 and 4 up the floor. Karl-Anthony Towns laying to Julius Randle in game 1 of the series, who we got traded for 2 years ago. Mitchell, bang, a bang, a bang, a bang, a bang, buries the triple. Cleveland is outright embarrassing New York tonight at MSG. It's a brick by Bridges, not even close. Rebound goes to Harden. Under 8 minutes left to go. Spida Mitchell at the wing. Best player on the floor finds Schroeder outside Harden. Harden drives inside the key. Draws the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up on the line for Cleveland for James Harden. Karl-Anthony Towns is about to get decimated tomorrow by Stephen A. Smith. Cat is about to get destroyed by awful coaching very soon. Just an abysmal game by Cat, who's a minus 19, 11 points for the number 2 option on 5 for 13 shooting, 1 for 5 from 3. Anunoby with just 3 points tonight in 21 minutes. The bench, literally a no-show for New York, combining for 11 bench points, where Sam Merrill has 12 himself. Second free throw rattled out by Harden. 22 to 11 in bench points for Cleveland. Jalen Brunson. Under 8 minutes left to play inside the key. A runner is good. Brunson leads the way for New York. He's got 23. Other than that, everybody else with 13 or below. Mitchell had the ball poked loose by Shamet. Shamet wanting some more playing time. Actually hustling. Went out of bounds though off Shamet. Yeah, defense has been incredible by the Cavs tonight, locking down the Knicks. And then the offense for the Cavs has been able to open up the floor. Knicks have made 0 adjustments. They just keep on double-teaming Harden and Mitchell, trying to blitz them, and they keep on getting the ball away. Mobley, offensive foul. Lowering the boom right into Shamet, who takes the charge. So it's a turnover charge to Cleveland's. Turnovers have had no impact in this game because these two teams have been able to have the same balance in turnovers with 16. So since the Cavs were able to force 16 turnovers, it has had 0 impact on this game. Inbound for the Knicks. 16 made field goals in this second half for Cleveland, just 8 made field goals in this entire half for the Knicks. They only have 30 points total in the second half. Now 33 as Shamet is starting to prove to his team that he wants more minutes. Under 7 minutes left to play. Cleveland's going to slow it down. James Harden at the wing, flings it off to Mitchell. Mitchell glides inside the key, and bad pass at the turnover. Not on the same page with Harden. It will go back to the Knicks. Yeah, if you're Donovan Mitchell there, that is one you have to have. I mean, he had straight line dribble drive penetration to the rim. You got to score that right there for Donovan Mitchell. Good timeout, though, taken by Cleveland. They're going to discuss and reset right now. Actually, it's on the Knicks. Knicks are going to discuss and take a timeout. I would have thought that the Cavs would have burned that timeout because they've given the Knicks a little bit of life, but still, it's a long way to come on back. 16-point game, 6:41 left to go. It's only 17 combined points in this quarter. Almost midway through the fourth, the Cavs are outscoring the Knicks 10-7 as we head to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Shout out to assist.com hitting me up on the highlights throughout the course of the NBA playoffs. And this last night there was a bunch of Wemby highlights as he had an insane game, 40 and 20, just a game for the ages yesterday for Wembenyama. Tonight it's a bunch of Spider Mitchell highlights. Going to get posted later tonight. 29 points, 12 for 18 shooting, 4 made threes, player of the game, a career high 6 steals, which he had midway through the third. Phenomenal game by Spider Mitchell. Evan Mobley, double-double. He has more rebounds than points tonight. 13 rebounds, 12 points for Evan Mobley. 8 and 6 for Jared Allen. Dean Wade has a 10 and 5 game for him for points and rebounds. Mitchell, 29, 5 and 3, alongside 6 steals. Points, rebounds, assists, plus steals. Harden with 12 tonight. Off the bench, Sam Merrill, 3 made threes with 12. And there's no such thing as sharpshooting for this Knicks squad. They are tossing up bricks tonight. No hot hands, really, from the perimeter. Jalen Brunson, 23 points, 8 for 21 shooting, yet to make a 3 at 0 for 5. After that, Josh Hart with 13, Mikal Bridges with 12, Cat with 11. Cat's got a double-double, 10 rebounds, but 6 turnovers. Just so disappointing for Cat tonight. 6 turnovers in this game, just flustered with a physicality. Yeah, it really hasn't been the talk around the NBA in terms of the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade wanting out from Milwaukee. A lot of people keep on saying the Celtics. I'm telling you, Jaylen Brown, he's going to remain a Celtic, in my opinion. Everybody on that Celtics team knows what's up with the media and things like that. I think that Jaylen Brown's going to remain a Celtic. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more players in the next few years and so on turn to streaming platforms to share their thoughts, their own very thoughts about what's going on or so. And Jaylen Brown, a unique one. First ever player to do it on Twitch. I know Paul George has his podcast, but Jaylen Brown speaking his own mind on FCHPO right now, what he's doing. And unfortunately, the media does not like that, but if there's a team that hasn't really been a talk as Cat scores backdoor layup in terms of the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade, that could be one with the New York Knicks, since they just, if they fall short in this conference finals, and Cat is a big reason why, they could be a big landing spot for Giannis. If Cat keeps on struggling throughout this series, Harden, follow a jumper, baseline, no good, in and out, rebound halted by Cat. Cat started to come alive right now, just scored a backdoor layup and a rebound. Basketball goes to the Knicks down by 15. A long way up from here. Jalen Brunson dribbles up to the hoop, scoop, score, up and it off the backboard. It's good for 2. Cuts the deficit down to 13. 9-zip run now by the Knicks in the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Harden bumped into and followed. It's on Brunson. And that was away from the basketball. Clock will stop with 5:36. Foul trouble tonight looks like this. 5 personal fouls by Miles McBride. 3 each by Brunson, Hart, and Towns. Foul trouble for the Cavs. Mitchell playing with 4. So is Harden and Strus. And then 3 personal fouls by Schroeder. Everybody else for Cleveland with 2, 1, or 0. Cleveland is also in a bonus. And the first free throw is missed by Harden. Guts in the stream, welcome in. Lord Eagle, thanks for joining and taking the Cavs tonight. Psalm Surfer, welcome in. James Harden, second free throw, up by 13, makes it 14, rattles in the shot. Just phenomenal defense tonight, locking down the Knicks. Knicks shooting just 5 for 25 for the perimeter. Jalen Brunson dribbles up, low block, high arcing shot, gutted a drop, it's good, up and it off the backboard. Jalen Brunson looking for the fall call, couldn't get it. Cavs again. Blowing down clock. James Harden. Past the timeline. 11-1 run by the Knicks in the last 2:45. Harden gets it away Mobley. Down low, Allen. Bouncing bodies, no good. Working on Anunoby, who picks up the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up with a free throw line by Jarrett Allen. Yeah, Jalen Brunson thought he got fouled by Harden. That was clean, though, by Harden. First free throw is no good, missed by Allen. Cavs struggling last couple of trips to the line, splitting free throws recently for them. 70%, not great, not terrible. Could be better, though. 16 for 23 at the free throw line. Knicks could be much better. 13 for 22. That's because Mitchell Robinson went 2 for 8, got hacked 4 separate occasions in the late stage of the third quarter. Right now, that's quite a bit of a difference in this game. Also, with the made threes in favor of the Cavs. Both of the shots were missed at the line for Allen, going empty that trip at the line. Brunson, under 5 minutes left to go. Jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Jalen Brunson, clutch, trying to will his team right back into it. 10-point game. Donovan Mitchell working on Shamit's edge of the midcourt logo. Screen gets set by Mobley. Mitchell dribbles up at the low block, shovels off to Mobley. Mobley working on Cat, floats it back outside Harden. 5 of the shot clock. James Harden, 3 in the timer. Step back 3 in the air. No good. It's an air ball. It's out of bounds. All the momentum right now is for the Knicks. And it's going to be the first to 95 that wins this game, most likely. Right now, Cleveland at 94. Knicks still in it, down by 10. Cleveland is just 2 for 8 shooting this quarter. The Knicks have made 7 field goals this quarter. Jalen Brunson at the wing, defended by Harden. 10 in the timer. Brunson dribbles up. Brunson, leader inside the key. Kiss off the glass, scores. It ain't over till it's over. 8-point game. 15-1 run by New York. Here comes the Knicks at MSG. Mitchell needing to make a big-time shot. Step back 3 as Spider Mitchell. No good. Got knocked down. No call by the referees. Cat with a rebound. Just 11 points in this entire quarter by Cleveland. Knicks with 20 in the fourth quarter. 3.5 left to go. Jalen Brunson tees up the 3. Bang, 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 bang. Jalen Brunson on Super Mario mode. Red hot on a superstar mode right now. Flying through the competition. Rips in a 3. 18-1 run by the Knicks. This game, it ain't over till it's over. Timeout on the floor taken by Cleveland. Holy smokes. Jalen Brunson. Fourth quarter Brunson. Something different. Absolutely clutch. Hold your horses. 22-point lead. Dropping down to 5 as we head into a timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. This was a 22-point game, and now it's a 2-possession game with 3.5 minutes remaining. Jalen Brunson going nuclear in the fourth quarter. 34 points in 38 minutes, 13 for 26 shooting, just buried his first 3 of the night. Holy smokes. This is an 18-1 run by the Knicks. Just insane. This game seemed like it was done, that the Knicks were out of it. Last year, they were trailing by 14 against the Celtics. Game 1 of the conference finals, came back and won. Same scenario, game 2, came back and won. Looking like it's going to be deja vu all over again if the Knicks somehow pull this off. They're only down by 5, plenty of time left to go with all the momentum. And Jalen Brunson doesn't look like he's missing anytime soon. Holy smokes. Wow. These conference finals games have been something. Holy moly. We might need overtime for this game tonight. What's good? The word on the street. Welcome in. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Type in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Cavs or Knicks. Got 300 plus watching right now. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the channel. What a game. Jalen Brunson proving to everybody why he was the #1 player in the Eastern Conference MVP odds this season. Showing up right now. 34 by Brunson, surpassing Mitchell with 29. Just all out insane for Jalen Brunson. He is going nuclear. Cavs, since the 18-1 run, 0 for 3 from the floor. Knicks are 8 for 9. Brunson has scored the last 11 points. Mobley at the wing finds Merrill. Dribbles, drives inside the key for Sam Merrill. Outside Mobley. Tees up the three. Buries the triple. Humongous three. Splashed in by Evan Mobley. 8-point lead for Cleveland. That comes at a big time to erase that 18-1 run. OG, straight line dribble drive, attacks the paint, clobber by Allen, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Anunoby. What's good, Labrito? Thanks for joining in from California. Naja player, welcome in. If you guys are just joining into the stream, Cleveland led by 22 points at one point in this half. The lead evaporated to just 5 a moment ago, and then Mobley buried a huge 3 to take the lead by 8. Free throw is good by Anunoby. Cuts the deficit down to 7. What a game. I'll be back live tomorrow covering Spurs against Thunder, Game 2 of the series. I'm hoping to be live for every conference finals game and every game in the NBA finals coming up for the rest of the playoffs. Second free throw is missed. And away from the basketball, the Cavs picked up a foul off the loose ball. So this is going to stay Knicks ball. Knicks are going to get the inbounds. So OG Anunoby missed the free throw. Evan Mobley battling for the rebounds. He's called on Sam Merrill on the loose ball foul. Both teams in the bonus next time around. Brunson working on Merrill. Tiptoes the baseline. Bounce past Bridges. 5 in the shot clock. Bridges towards his right. 2 in the timer. Has to take the 3. Step back over Mobley. He drills it. That is a major 3 right there. Huge shot by Mikal Bridges, a very difficult one, contested at the top of the key off the step back. 4-point game, 2:20 left to go. Mitchell, bounce past Merrill. Merrill works on Brunson, into the hands to Harden. James Harden, playoff choker, missed it off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure by Shamit for New York. James Harden with a terrible shot selection. Just 3 for 11 this quarter for Cleveland. Brunson on top, Anunoby, up fake, OG, kick out, corner, Shamit. And it's an offensive foul. Charge the Cat away from the basketball. Turnover by New York. Cat holding on to the arm of Jarrett Allen, swings him down. A critical offensive foul on Cat. That's his 4th. Mitchell dribbles, drives, right to the rim, no good. Tip in. It is good by Allen. Jarrett Allen, huge tap in to put his team up by 6. Under 2 minutes left to go. Knicks with possession. Brunson, bounce pass on top. OG launches the 3 off the back rim, no good. A huge rebound ripped away off the glass by Mobley. 2 timeouts remaining for both of these teams. Cavs with possession. Donovan Mitchell, pocket pass Mobley. Jumper, mid-range, off the back rim, no good. Tipped up to Brunson for the defensive rebounds. 1:20 left to go in the 4th. Jalen Brunson working on Merrill. Brunson dribbles up. Bounce pass to the corner. Bridges launches the 3. Reynolds in the triple. It's a 3-point game. A 1-possession game. Mitchell past the timeline. Approaching the final minute left to go. 3 for 8 shooting this quarter from 3-point range by the Cavs. Spider Mitchell had it broken up out of bounds and it went off Cleveland. 1 minute left to play. The Knicks with a chance to tie the game after they trailed as many by 22 at one point this half. New York with a basketball. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams in the bonus. 25-6 run in the last 7 minutes by the Knicks. Brunson sends it on top. OG. Kick out Carter. Open three for the tie. Shamet bounces in. It is good. Able to get the bounce off the MSG rim. 40 seconds left to go. Cavs with possession. James Harden at the top, working on Brunson. Harden dribbles, drives, jumper, mid-range. Harden, got the bounce. It's good for two. James Harden, go-ahead bucket, up by 2. Same exact scores yesterday. 101-99 between the Spurs and the Thunder. Right now, Brunson looking to make it 101-101. He does, up and off the glass. Good for the deuce. Shot clock turned off. Might have overtime for the second night in a row. Donovan Mitchell past the midcourt logo. 10 seconds left to go. Working on Bridges. Into the hands to Harden. James Harden, 5 seconds. Gets the way Merrill. Launches the three. Sam Merrill halfway down. No good. Rattled out. Full court shot at the buzzer left short. We're going into overtime for the second night in a row. Let's get that OT hype out on the chat here, folks. Let's go. Just like last night. 101-101 overtime, baby. The New York Knicks, with all the momentum, going into overtime, outscoring the Cavs 32-18 in the fourth quarter. What a game. Jalen Brunson, 36 tonight. Same exact score as last night, going into overtime. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified. Future live streams on the channel. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the stream. Wow. What a start to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson, player to match, 36. 14 for 27 from the floor, just so clutch. James Harden had to go ahead too. Mid-range shots, able to knock it down. And then Jalen Brunson goes up the floor, scores the game-tying layup off glass. Sam Merrill, with a chance to win the game with a three, just missed it off the back heel. And that's how it wrapped up at the end of quarter 4. 36 by Brunson, 18 by Bridges, 13 by Hart, 13 and 13 for points and rebounds by Cat. Cleveland, led by Donovan Mitchell, 29 by Mitchell, 15 by Harden, 15 by Mobley, 12 by Merrill, 10 each by Allen and Wade. Mobley has a 15 and 14 game for points and rebounds. Right now, this is not a good sign for Cleveland. A lot of things are working against the Cavs right now. Cleveland is playing in their 15th playoff game in a month span. Their 10th game within a 21-day span. They have played 2 series matchups that's gone to a game 7. And New York had 9 days of rest. Started off this game really rusty. And now, Jalen Brunson has found his rhythm. New York at home with all the momentum. Jalen Brunson with 15 points in the fourth quarter. A 30-8 run to end regulation for the Knicks. They shot 12 for 15 from the floor on their last 15 shots from the floor, whereas the Cavs on their previous 11 shots went 3 for 11. 5 minutes left to go in the overtime session. As we're about to start OT, if you're new in the stream, keep on smashing the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Here we go. As we start off overtime tonight. Right to left on the floor for the Knicks, left to right for the Cavs as we are underway overtime. Off the tip is won by New York. Knicks with the opening possession as we start off the overtime session. Right now, Jalen Brunson on the top, slides it off to Anunoby. Anunoby attacks the rag, head full of steam, going up on the slam dunk, missed it, but was fouled. 2 shots covered up on the free throw line for OG Anunoby. And now is over James Harden, trying to put James Harden on a poster. So James Harden picked up the shooting foul, and that's his 5th personal foul. James Harden tonight just 1 for 7 from 3, 5 personal fouls. First free throw is good by OG. So James Harden, the lone player with 5 for fouls for the Cavs. 5 personal fouls coming off the bench for Miles McBride for New York. Second free throw. That is good by OG Anunoby. First lead of the second half for the Knicks. They trailed as many by 22 at one point in the second half. Cavs with their first possession. Going left to right on the floor. Harden on the floor alongside Mobley, Mitchell, Merrill, and Allen. Top of the free throw circle with Mobley. Mobley looking for an open teammate. Bounce pass into the hands to Harden. 2 in the shot clock. Harden turns the corner. Defense locking down for the Knicks. Jumper Merrill straight away. Couldn't get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. Turnover by Cleveland. Nothing going on with Cleveland's offense right now. Knicks 5 on the floor. Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Landry Shamet, Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges. Brunson having a spectacular masterpiece of a second half. 36 and 41 minutes. Brunson dribbling up, looking for more. Runner. Brunson off the teardrop. He got it to go. Good for 2. 38-point night by Jalen Brunson. Absolutely clutch. Under 4 minutes left to go. Mitchell inside the key. Mitchell with the right hand. No good off the glass. Tipped around. Brunson comes away with a defensive rebound. Jalen Brunson, reason why he led the Eastern Conference in MVP odds. Edge of the midcourt logo right now for Brunson. Top of the key, takes on Harden. Brunson, one-on-one, looking for a 40-burger right here. Shakes the ankles of James Harden. Got called on the offensive foul, though, pushing off. Turnover charge to Brunson, pushing off on Harden. James Harden got away with one off the flop. Now he's got possession. Harden flinked it back outside. Mobley tees up the 3. Mobley around the rim and out. And it looks like it's tiredness that's affecting the Cavs right now. 11th game in a span of 20-plus days for Cleveland, already playing 2 Game 7s, playing their 15th playoff game tonight. Brunson, kick out, corner, OG, baseline, dribble, OG to the rack, OG, head full of steam, up and off the backboard, scores the 2. All Knicks right now in the overtime session. Knicks down by 22, able to reverse this into a 28-point swing as Harden around the perimeter fouled. It's on Bridges who picks up the reach-in. Ian, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. What a game. This game has been insane. Absolutely insane. Goes to show you guys, never count out the New York Knicks. Last year, they did it to the Celtics down by 14 with 4 minutes left. Inbound goes to Mobley. Mobley, hand off to Merrill. Just a clutch D and a Jalen Brunson is just something different. Sam Merrill into the hands to Harden. Edge of the midcourt logo. James Harden, 3 in the shot clock. Harden takes the jumper. Harden brick the 3. Rebound secured by Anunoby. James Harden looking like Russell Westbrook on the floor right now. Brunson going to slow it down. And James Harden is shooting the 3 ball like Russell Westbrook. 1 for 8 from the perimeter tonight for Harden. 8 on the timer. Brunson gets the way, finds Anunoby. OG dribbles up inside the key. OG goes up, stripped. Lost it off his knee. It's out of bounds. Turnover on the Knicks. Nothing going on in overtime for the Cavs as they are just stone cold, worn out as a unit. Just 1 full day of rest in between, which was yesterday. Knicks had 9 days to prepare for this matchup after sweeping Philly. Missed 3 by Cleveland. Rebound goes to the Knicks. Cat up the floor off the Brunson. Brunson cross court. Landry Shamet bangs in the triple. Landry Shamet able to rattle in the 3. The whole crowd goes wild at MSG. Timeout on the floor taken by Cleveland. Landry Shamet with a dagger in overtime in game 1 of the series. 0 points in overtime for Cleveland. Just an incredible start, came crumbling down, and they are just simply worn out right now and cannot hit a basket to save their life. Knicks able to get their feet back underneath them. Took out the rust. 3/4 of action, had to get the rust away out of their system. And right now they have outscored the Cavs 41-18 in the fourth quarter and beyond. I'll be back live tomorrow covering the Thunder against Spurs, Game 2 of the series. OG Anunoby didn't play in the last couple of games against Philadelphia in that previous series. Starting to make an impact here in OT. Off a driving layup. Jalen Brunson's got 38 tonight. Cleveland with possession. Merrill kick out, wing 3. Max Strus buries it. That's a huge shot. Cuts the deficit down to 6. Timeout on the floor. Taken by the Knicks. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. 1:45 left to go in overtime as we're going to head to a brief timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Just wild. Anything could happen in the game of basketball. We are seeing it tonight with our very own eyes. A 22-point lead by Cleveland got derailed on an 18-1 run, which ultimately led to the Knicks forcing overtime. Just a wild game tonight. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys are real legends, MVPs out here on the channel. Jalen Brunson, absolutely him. (1:10 104). Minute 45 left to go. Inbound. Shamet sends it off to Brunson. Jalen Brunson defended by Strus. Cavs needing a stop desperately. Brunson at the wing. Bounce pass finds OG. OG, 12 at the timer. Gets it back off to Brunson. Brunson, runner. 40 burger, no good. Couldn't get it. And Cleveland, though, battling for the rebound, got called in the loose ball foul. And if this is on Sam Merrill, that's going to be his 4th. Yeah, that's going to be the 4th personal foul in the night, charged to Merrill. Not yet in the bonus, so inbound once again for New York. They reset the timer back to 14. Damn it, the inbound passer. Sends it off to Brunson. 90 seconds left to go in regulation. Jalen Brunson working on Max Strus, 6 in the shot clock. Brunson, bounce pass, gets it away. OG up fake, kick out to the corner. Bridges launches the jumper. And the Cavs again pick up another personal foul. So reaching in around the perimeter, it will stop the clock with 1:19. And that's critical because it just resets, or no, it gives the Knicks are now in the bonus. That was on Sam Merrill again, reaching in as he got caught up off the up fake and then jumped right at OG and grabbed him. As OG was about to make the pass, he wasn't even going to attempt the shot. He went up fake and then Merrill reached in and committed the foul. 2 shots here at the line for Anunoby. First one was missed. The second one is good. A 7-point lead for New York. 1:19 in action left to go. Max Strus had it poked away by Bridges. Not aware of his surroundings, Mikal Bridges comes up with a clutch steal for New York. New York slows it down. Approaching 1 minute left to go. Jalen Brunson. Top of the key. Kicked ball violation. It's going to reset the shot clock in their favor, back to 14. They get 5 extra seconds for New York. Mikal Bridges pokes it loose out of the hands of Strus as Strus was dilly-dallying up the floor. You can't do that. Your team's down by 7 in overtime with 1 minute and 15 left, and you just walk the ball up the floor lackadaisical and have it poke loose from behind. Shamet inbounds. Brunson receives it in the backcourt. Smart decision there. Able to cross the timer as he got past Strus. Bounce pass on top. Anunoby with a 3. Air ball out of bounds. Could have took a little bit more time off the clock there. Still at 5 in the shot clock. Yeah, Mr. Top's been pretty well. 45 seconds left. James Harden. Jump off down low, in and out of the hands of Mobley. Intercepted by Anunoby. OG with a steal. He gets fouled. Free throws coming up in the bonus for New York. Turnovers when the game matters the most for Cleveland. They were able to put together the stops, but when the game mattered the most, back-to-back turnovers, and they could have put this win in a one-possession game if they had capitalized on those 2 possessions, but instead they had to cough up the basketball. OG Anunoby in the bonus with 2 free throws. A 22-point blown lead, reversing into a 29-point swing and making a 30-point swing. First free throw is good. This could have been the best chance for the Cavs to beat the Knicks at home, and they blew it. James Harden with 6 turnovers tonight. 1 for 8 from 3. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal James Harden game late in the clutch with a lot of bad turnovers. Both of the free throws good. 9-point game. Got obliterated in the fourth quarter and beyond. 44-21, advantage for Cleveland, or advantage for New York over Cleveland in the fourth quarter plus overtime. Yeah, Mitchell hasn't had the ball much. Like, it's been a lot of James Harden and a lot of James Harden bricks, missed shots and turnovers. Mitchell, airball 3, out of bounds, going back to the Knicks. Absolutely terrible clock management for Cleveland in the final 11 minutes tonight of regulation. Final 6 minutes in the fourth plus 5 minutes in overtime. Just as bad as it got. Truth. Holy smokes. They were cakewalking themselves to a victory up by 22, and then they fell asleep and started to lose their rhythm, started to lose their shots, and just completely got wiped out and just couldn't keep their energy. And that takes a toll on your body. And right now, you just played a Game 7 on Sunday, and now an overtime game against the team that had 9 full days of rest in the playoffs. Like, this is the biggest of a nightmare scenario that you can get for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, this was as good as you can get to win the game, and then all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson goes nuclear, the turnovers start to pile up, and then it gets snatched right away from you. What a statement of overcoming adversity for the New York Knicks. They did exactly this last year against the Celtics in Game 1 and Game 2. of the second round. 115 to 104. Jumper Mobley skipped around the rim and out. Rebound Brunson. Jalen Brunson goes to show this dude never quits. Even how much your team is down, absolutely resilient for the New York Knicks tonight. This is going to hurt and sting for a very long time for Cleveland, it looks like. Just brutal for the Cavs tonight. They had it. They were up by 22. 8.5 minutes left. This game was a blowout. They were hacking Mitchell Robinson. And then Jalen Brunson scores 11 points in a row. They go on an 18-1 run, and they complete the largest playoff comeback victory since 1970 in Knicks franchise history. 44-11 run to end the game for the New York Knicks. Part of a 46-21 fourth quarter and beyond surge in the fourth quarter plus overtime for New York. Jalen Brunson goes nuclear. 38 points today by Brunson. Mikal Bridges finished with 18. Josh Hart with 13. Cat double-double, 13 and 13. OG Anunoby with 13 tonight. Landry Shamet with a dagger 3, finished with 9. A perfect 3 for 3 from the perimeter, a plus 20 off the bench by Shamet. What a comeback. What a start to the conference finals as we've got 2 games, back-to-back nights going into overtime. Games of the ages. And just 2 tales to the story here. The Knicks, overcoming adversity, can never count out Jalen Brunson in the comeback Knicks down by 22, and they flip the switch on a 33-point swing and win by 11. On the other side, the Cavs had it. They completely choked it away. James Harden, bunch of turnovers, bunch of bricks, and they just face-planted. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter and beyond. Completely lost their rhythm. Just completely tired out. As this is now 15 games in a month span in the playoffs, taking a toll on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this was worst case scenario for Cleveland, for them to choke away a 22-point lead, lose this game, and it goes into overtime for a team who's just coming off of Game 7. Where the Knicks tonight won this game shooting horrendously from 3. For most of this game, they were 4 for 25 at one point from 3, and they finished shooting 10 for 32 from the perimeter tonight. Cavs made 6 more threes than the Knicks. And nevertheless, the Knicks win this game, and the Knicks had some turnover issues. The Knicks had 19 turnovers. The Cavs turned it over 21 times. I don't expect the Knicks to turn it over 19 times the next game. This is not a good sign for the Cavs. Their best chance was right here to beat the Knicks at MSG, and they completely let it slip away. Wow, crazy game of emotions tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. San Antonio, OKC. What a series that has been. If you guys enjoyed the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys, the legends, MVPs out here on the channel, and we're going to sign off to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, John, Michael, Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Naja player, Norma, Polson, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Asher's fan for life. All on the prowl. I am Ghost, Ian, Ice Ice Baby. Big shout out, Ice Ice Baby. Gifting a new member on the channel out to XXDev5000. XX, first time of the channel membership tonight. SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Akilo Pitts, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Crazy game tonight. New York down by 22, completes the comeback. 115-104 the final score, a 44-11 run to close out the game for the Knicks. Thanks for joining in, everybody. See you guys back tomorrow night for Thunder, Spurs, and enjoy the rest of their Tuesday night.